go to church on Sunday. Don't get on my knees to pray. Don't memorize the books of the Bible. I got my own special way. And I know Jesus loves me. Maybe just a little bit more. Fall down on my knees every Sunday at Sir Elderly's candy store. It's got to be a chocolate Jesus, make me feel good inside. It's got to be a chocolate Jesus, keep me satisfied. I don't want no Abba Zabba, I don't want no almond joy. There ain't nothing better suitable for this boy. It's the only thing that picks me up. It's better than a cup of gold. It's got to be a chocolate Jesus to satisfy my soul. When the weather gets hot, there's whiskey in the shade. It's best to wrap your savior up in cellophane. It flows like the big muddy, but that's okay. You pour him over ice cream for a nice parfait. It's got to be a chocolate Jesus. It's good enough for me. It's got to be a chocolate Jesus. It's good enough for me. It's got to be a chocolate Jesus. It makes me feel good inside. It's got to be a chocolate Jesus. Keep me satisfied. And I'm live! Feels like I've just come into a rave with this completely innocuous music that's not from anything. It's not from anything at all. Give me like 10 seconds. Still setting stuff up in the background. Alright, hello everyone, it's me, I'm live, it's another week, another step towards death. You get 52 of them in a year that you have to get through, and then what, 70 years you have to get through, and then you can sleep. You can sleep for as long as you need. But it's another one. Welcome. Sorry. Welcome everyone. It's heavy, right? I actually find that thought kind of comforting. I know it's a depressing thing to say, but I've always really liked the sort of nihilist viewpoint of like, we'll all be dust soonish. Like, comparatively soon, we'll all be dust, and then eventually the sun will burn out, and like, you know, nobody will be around to ever remember us. It's all gonna be nothing. Eventually the universe will end, and there'll be nothing left. That's kind of a nice thought. Just do what you like. Existentialism live on Twitch. Hello Mikey, and Xylus, and Rua, and Moody Bins, and Radusco, and everybody. Oof. I'm just doing a big stretch. Yesterday I made a maze of death. Do you fancy trying it out? Sure. And Sambal, welcome. Give me the coordinate. And I will head towards there. I'll be playing Rust in a second. Anyway, let me turn off the Animal Crossing Anka music. Look, I just like the song, okay? I just like the song. No other reason that's playing. I just like the song. Let me close down Twitter because I still have Twitter open because I'm a mess. C14, I think, from memory. There's a vending machine, so isn't that fantastic? I will do that today if I can. Let me go to full camera. Hello, it's me, everyone. Woo, I'm live. My lighting's a little bit moodier today because I haven't bothered to turn on my office light because it is so bright outside. I don't think I'll need it. Like, all of this light is all natural today. I have like the sun pouring in through my window. I don't really like it because, you know, I might burn. I don't think you can burn through a window, can you? I think I learned as a kid that that's not a thing, right? If the sun is coming through a window onto you, you don't get burned. But that might be nonsense. I don't know. If I can get burned, I will. I'm looking a bit shiny today as well. Like here along my cheek, I'm a bit shiny because I am slathered, like absolutely coated in sun cream. I think you do. Oh no, Windows generally have UV filter layers. I don't know about these windows. I'm pretty sure these windows were installed in the mid 1980s in Ireland. I'm surprised they're still like affixed to the wall, if I'm completely honest. Same with most of the house. Looking very neat and gothy today. Thank you. Got a slip, slop, slap. That stayed with me. After you informing me about that ad campaign, Silas, every time I put on sun cream, I hum that to myself, and it has fucking ruined my brain. You is fucked then. Google it, need to know. Okay, can you get sunburned through a window? Yes, you can still get a sunburn through a window, but it depends on the type of window. Basically, just telling us nothing. Sunburn is more likely with longer exposure to the sun on days when the UV index is high. I don't know how to check the UV index. Can you get a tan through a window? Can you get burned through a window? When it comes to UV rays and sunburn, what's outside a window matters too. UV rays can bounce off certain surfaces and increase your exposure, including water, sand, and snow. So if it's snowy outside, it'll pierce through your glass and sunburn you. Otherwise, it might be fine. Can you get burned through thin curtains? Dunno. I guarantee I don't have the windows with UV protection. I live in a house that was built in probably the 1900s in Ireland, right? In a small town in Ireland. The town... I have pictures in this house when I moved in that I found of, like, photographs or sketches and stuff of this town when this house was built. And it did not have roads. It had a dirt track instead of roads. Codes did not exist when this house was built, and when it was renovated in the 80s, apparently, codes still did not exist because it was the 80s in Ireland. We were still basically a developing country. So I got, I should say, an electrician to come in because I was having some trouble with my lights. This light was broken for about 2 or 3 months, right? And anytime I put in a new fixture, it would just blow up again. So I bought in an electrician, and he came in, looked at my wiring, muttered, "Oh, fuck," under his breath, left, and then came back with about 4 other guys, and then said they couldn't leave because it was so unsafe. So I went, "Look, you know what, do whatever you want to do." And then I sat on my couch, awkwardly, while they wandered around my house and occasionally laughed and went, "Jesus Christ," to each other. Like, just within earshot in my house. Just like, laughing at my house because it was so bad. They had to like rip out some wiring and replace some stuff, and now it's all fine. But for a while, they were like, "When was this house built?" And I was like, "I don't really know." And they were like, "Fuck me." A phrase you don't want to hear from any electrician is, "Oh fuck." I know it was bad, but that's my house. Classic workman vibes. I know, just large men in large boots coming in. Uh, Me constantly offering them tea, which they actually refused. I've never had a workman turn down tea before. Normally, if they if a workman comes into your house, they will drink at least 6 cups of tea with more sugar than a human being should be able to take. Australia fact: electricians are called sparkies. Why is all Australian slang so adorable? It's like you can't call a biker a bikey and expect them to be taken seriously. Sparkies. We call them sparkies in the UK as well. Really? A second. Sparkies slang. An informal name for an electrician. Yeah. Sparkies. I love it. If a workman turns down tea, you really need to think about the state of your kitchen. Well, maybe honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if it was because they didn't want me to turn on the kettle because it might set fire to the house. Like, Jesus Christ. It's hilarious to me because Aussie men are so toxic masculinity, but then use these cute-sounding slang phrases. It's the bikies. Sparky, Australian slang for an electrician. My bro is a certified Sparky. Good on him. Whatever. Let me turn this. Let me turn Urban Dictionary off and healthline.com asking if I can get a sunburn through a window. And we'll do the hurdle. We'll do the hurdle, right? We just call them electrician in Switzerland. Well, at least the German translation of it. Hello, Ellie. Welcome. Let's do the hurdle. We'll do the hurdle. We'll do the what's it called? The global with a bet, and then we'll play Rust. It'll be fun time. It'll be a fun time for everyone. IRL sunburn stream where Dreya sits in a greenhouse for 4 hours. Oh, my bedroom is basically a greenhouse.
Welcome
it has no
back
ventilation.
To the Goblin Horde. Let's go eat some babies.
Oh, thank you, Pilgrim, for the resub. That's extremely kind of you. Welcome back. Shout out to Pilgrim as well. If any mods are in chat, I don't know if any are, to be honest. Oh, Mikey's in chat, but I don't expect my mods to actually do anything. Verbal shout out. What was I saying? Oh yeah, my bedroom has 2 skylights coming in and no like vents or anything like that. So if I walk into my bedroom, it's about, I don't know, fucking 10 degrees hotter than the rest of the house. It's basically a makeshift greenhouse and I hate it so much. I've taken to having a fan on quite low throughout the day, which is probably not great for my electricity bills, especially now when the world is fucked, but it's necessary if I don't want heat stroke. Let's play the hurdle. Apparently, which is a nightmare and ruined Ruse streak. Oh, I have no idea. Dun, dun. This is not familiar in any way to me, by the way. This is an Australian song? Oh, maybe not. Okay. Well, the only Australian music I know is, what? Nick Cave and the Bad Seeds. It's definitely not that. It's not Tame Impala. It's not Courtney Barnett. She's Australian, isn't she? Courtney Barnett? Don't know how to pronounce that name. Avalanches, not them. I have no idea what this is. This could be literally anything. I have no idea.
I was scared of dentists and the dark. I was scared.
Is it just called dentists? No. Is it called scared of dentists? Could be that, maybe. I don't know. I was scared of dentists. It really was. Oh, it's been typed in chat. I'm not going to look up about 3 messages. I don't think I'm going to get this, though. Came out when I was in high school. I hate him. This was massive. Was this on an advert? What the fuck? I'm gonna need to check it in chat. I have never heard this in my life. Apparently this was a big song.
I was scared of dentists.
It does sound like it's from an ad, doesn't it? It has that kind of vibe. I was listening to my Spotify collection on shuffle. I went into liked songs and hit shuffle yesterday. And most of it was really good. I just listened to it like an hour of it while I was just, doing stuff in the background. And then a couple of songs came on that I went, why have I liked this? It sounds like it's from a corporate ad. I don't understand. I like doing that. All sorts of shit comes up. Strong offshore current. I don't know if it was big in Ireland, but it was huge in Australia. It was super annoying. Other people not from here seem to know it. I'm going to zoom up then. Riptide. Vance Joy. I don't know how to parse that. So, is this a song called Riptide by a person named Vance Joy? Or is it called Riptide? Is it a person called Riptide Vance? And it's a song called Joy.
Join the goblin raid.
Oh, thank you for the raid, Emmy. Very nice of you. Ooh, a bot got through, by the way. I need to update my bot thing. Thank you, Mikey. I need to update my bot thing. A bot got through. Maybe you know the refrain? 1 second. Riptide. It's called Vance Joy Riptide. I have never heard of this in my life. 1 second, submit. From 2014? So it's like 8 years old as well. Do I know this at all? Have I ever heard this? I hate it.
I was scared of pretty girls and starting conversations. All my friends are turning green. Yeah, the magician's assistant in their dream.
Okay, I kind of hate it. Oh, I hated this era of music. It does feel like a lot of songs from the mid-2010s, right? When Mumford & Sons were the biggest band on the planet, or when you got, I don't know, Goatya being huge, that kind of thing. I blame Mumford & Sons. Yes, it was just kind of pseudo-folksy, pop nonsense. All of it felt like it was very sanitized and could fit on an ad for a bank, basically. It's not really my vibe, but of that era, I think I kind of liked Fleet Foxes a little bit. And that was kind of it, though. It was not really clap, clap, yeah, every song of that era. And they always had a ukulele or a banjo. Yeah, that's definitely one of them. Is that a ukulele? I think that's a ukulele. Hides my music playlist.
I was scared of dentists and the
I think for a while I hated Fleet Foxes just on principle because I thought they were Mumford & Sons. I thought they were the same band for about 6 years. And then I actually listened to a Fleet Foxes like half of an album and went, "Oh, that's actually all right. that's fine." So yeah, that song sucks. Yes, it does. I hate this. Is this like a really famous song? Because I've never heard of it in my life. Vance Joy. I've never heard of this person in my life as well. Mykonos, I think, was the first one I heard of them. It's good. Vance Joy, Riptide. Clarity, Catalonia, Every Side of You. Known professionally as Vance Joy, is an Australian singer and songwriter. His song Riptide was voted #1 on the 2013 Triple J Hottest 100. That is the least prestigious award I could probably think of. Fair enough. Is this like a really famous song then? I guess it must be. received positive reviews. I would disagree, but fair enough. It surpassed the previous record of 106 weeks held by Poker Face by Lady Gaga. This might turn some of my chat against me, right? I really found Lady Gaga very annoying when I was a kid. I don't really know how she's... I think people like her now. I think she's pretty well liked and always has been. But I found that song, Poker Face, pretty fucking irritating when I was small. I thought it was a female singer. It's got one of those falsetto voices. A bit like, I don't know. I was trying to think of a band who has like a falsetto singer, and the first one I thought of was Rye, and I'm pretty sure he's a sex offender. So, Me too in high school, but now I'm weirdly nostalgic for some of her old songs. I couldn't really name many. There's Poker Face. Did she have one called Monster? I'm not really sure. What are the big Lady Gaga songs? Just Dance. Oh, I hated Just Dance. Just Dance is worse than Poker Face. Just Dance is a terrible song. Telephone is awful. Bad Romance, I don't think I know. Alejandro, I've never heard. Okay. Born This Way, I think I've heard. I don't think I like. Yeah, I don't like her. I did like... This is going... Considering how critical I am of movies, this might surprise somebody. I kind of liked this movie. I watched this movie and found it very sweet. I was kind of into it. And I thought she was pretty good in it. And I even kind of liked the song. I think it's called Only Shallow or something like that. I was okay with this movie. I didn't love it, but I thought this was a fun time. Well, it's a very depressing movie, but like, that was a fun time. Of all the Gaga things, you like that? Apparently, yeah. I thought A Star Is Born was an okay movie. Oh god, Dave Chappelle's in it. Forgot about that. Never mind. Andrew Dice Clay's in it. Okay, never mind. Never mind. Forget I said anything. I haven't actually seen her acting. She was good in this. She was... I think she was a better actor than any of her songs would give the impression of. Like, I do not really like her music, but I liked this movie. Sam Elliott was great in it. There's a scene where Sam Elliott cries in a car, and it fucking devastated me. So, oh god, it devastated me. Because, you know, that mustached man just sobbing just does something. Anyway, let's play Global. Should we play Global, everyone? Let me put on a bet in the background and some music, and, you know, we'll get on to Global. I could see her being a good actress. Definitely grown-up theatre kid vibe. Yeah. I don't really know many theatre kid types. I know some now through, like, the group chat and stuff. There are some people I have met in the last 6 months or so that I would definitely consider theatre kid types. I'm going to start the prediction. I'm just going to do a default 8. Oh, fuck yeah, I forgot beans are back. Okay, the beans are back. The horrible beans. They are about 500 more expensive, and you'll see why in a second once I put on some music. Because I'll do a bean while the bet's going on. I'm sorry. The beans that I have are these ones. Now you'll notice in the camera there's no good flavors. These are all bad. So I'll be spinning a wheel, and in fact, look at that! Because it doesn't come with a wheel. I will be spinning a wheel and then choosing a flavor, and it will always be bad. So I almost kind of regret doing this, to be honest. Fine. I'm gonna spin the wheel. Let's see what flavor it comes up as. Socks, apparently. Soiled socks. I think that means, you know, like sweaty old socks. What the hell are soiled socks? I'm assuming they're not cum socks. Okay, what even? Socks are the pink ones. Wait, the pink ones? I don't even see any pink ones. Oh, they line up with this, I think. It's kind of sweet. Okay. Nicely, they kind of line up on the box, which is kind of cool. So, these. Salty snack. Well, you're going to throw up. Some of the... When I did Bean Boozle before, some of them made me, not vomit, but gag quite a lot. The ones that are really bad are dead fish. Dead fish is the worst thing I've ever put in my mouth. Dog food is pretty fucking bad. Skunk spray is really fucking bad. The others are all kind of a similar vibe. I think socks were not as bad as you would think. Maybe. Salty snack. Oh, it's a lovely salty snack. It's been a while. Oh, it's so hard. Oh, fuck me, I'm tearing up. Oh, that was bad. I wasn't expecting that to be so bad. I'm sorry, everyone. Oh, that was really bad. You know what? It was quite salty. That was, you know, if you've ever been, like, near a... Okay. Here's what it tastes like.
Welcome back to the Goblin Horde.
Thank you,
Let's
Madonna.
go eat some babies.
You need slapping tan. If you've ever gone over to a friend's house who maybe doesn't have the best hygiene.
You need slapping down.
Who maybe doesn't have the best hygiene in the world, right? And you pass by maybe their laundry hamper. And you know the smell of, like, body odor that comes out of that hamper? That's what that tasted like. It felt like if you had, like, picked up, like, some laundry that had been left for, like, a month and just kind of did that with it. Oh, that was not fun. Anyway, close. There we go. That felt stronger than I remember it. I guess I've just not built up any tolerance yet. TMI, I'm eating. It's your own fault for eating during this stream. Hello, little shunts. Welcome. I like that username. Also, what is that? The emote. Little happy. Oh, that's quite cute. Sorry, I'm like an 80-year-old. I'm like leaning into my monitor to see the emotes better because the chat is fairly small on me. Actually, you know what I did a while ago? When Emma was on stream a couple of weeks ago, I increased the font size of my chat and it was actually kind of nice. So I'm going to do that again. There we go. The font size is now 133%. Oh my god, is this what old people feel like when they use a mobile phone? And like they scroll through and all the text is so chunky and huge. Oh, I feel like I'm in a new world. I love it. Anyway, let's play global, shall we? Music's on in the background, that should be fine. I still have the taste of the sock bean in my mouth, if anybody was wondering. And I'm low on water, so maybe it wasn't a great idea to bring the beans back. Let's say we're in Syria. We're fairly close to Syria. Okay. What's 2,500 kilometers? That's 5 Irelands, right? Roughly 5 Irelands. So like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So about here. So in this kind of, we center this. It's about here. So it'd be like in this kind of area. If you look at it like a compass, right? What is, I have never seen that emote. Balls deep. How is that allowed on Twitch? Twitch, if you don't know, bans certain styles of emotes. If anything sexually suggestive, Twitch does not like it. So, for instance, if you try and do they specify as an example, when you're uploading emotes to your channel, they specify gasm-style emotes, which is a fantastic sentence. So stuff like if you're doing a sort of ahigao face into the camera is not allowed from TOS. I am shocked that Balls Deep made it through. Anyway, let's say we're somewhere in Europe. Slang for a dunk in basketball, obviously. That's how they get away with it. I've been a very good boy in terms of, just in general, but in terms of Twitch TOS stuff. Like, I'm still on the auto-approve list. Glad you like my emails, although that Balls Deep one is something else. Let's say we are in Romania. That's roughly 2,500 kilometers away. No, we're not. Cool. So we might be in the other way. Dreya, just in general, a good boy. Oh, I do like these. The Scottish flag over what looks like some sort of orb boy. Sorry, I'm just looking at emotes now. Let's say we're in Pakistan. Okay, we're very, very close to Pakistan. Very, very close. But we don't border it. If it says 0 or like less than 10 or whatever, if it's bordering the country. So, we're not in India. We're probably in one of the stands, right? We could be in Russia, couldn't we? Oh yeah, we could be in Russia, because Russia starts about there, doesn't it? And Russia starts about here. No, I don't think we're in Russia. We're probably in one of the stands. One of the, various stands. Or we could be in, like, Mongolia. Mongolia is an option as well. Hello, hope you're having a wonderful stream. You're at the top of my Twitch recommend channels. Oh, that's new. I don't think... This is bad of me as a streamer and as somebody who tries to support smaller streams in general, especially more and more, as I am a smaller stream. I never check out my recommended channels, ever. I find new people basically exclusively through what's it called, raids. Like, if I'm watching somebody that I'm already watching and they raid somebody new, I'll follow them. That's the entire way I get new people. I think we've met in the Rust server. I found you on Noodle Cafe. Oh, that could be it. So I'm gonna say it's one of the stands, right? So it could be, yes, Kyrgyzstan, it could be Tajikistan, it could be Turkmenistan, one of those, or it could be Mongolia. I'm gonna say Mongolia first, just because I'm feeling wacky. No, although it is still close. Oh, that's... It's not Mongolia, but it's closer to Mongolia than it is to Syria, which means it's probably not one of the stands. Also, when did Mongolia get so fucking huge? I thought Mongolia was like this size. How is Mongolia so big? Is it Nepal? No. What's here? I can't remember what here is. Is this China? I'm really devastatingly bad at this area of the world. Like, really, really bad. That's Taiwan, isn't it? So, and China's like here. But how big is China? Is China that big? No, China's not that big, is it? China's pretty big. No, because it's closer to... It wouldn't be China, because it's closer to Pakistan than it is to Nepal. And I think China might border Nepal. I'm bad at this. Fuck it. Let's say it is Turkmenistan. Okay, never mind. I was wrong before. So it's one of the stands. But it still doesn't border either of these. So it could be Kyrgyzstan. Could be Kazakhstan, which I never remember how to spell. It could be Tajikistan. There are other stands, but I can't remember them. Let's say we're in Kyrgyzstan. I can't remember how to spell it. No, is it Kyrgyzstan? I don't know how to spell this country. Hang on. I'm not looking at a map, I'm just looking at the spelling. It is that. Copy and paste that. It is! Yes! Honestly, I'm kind of lucky there that I knew it was one of those. Because I think there's like 3 or 4 that I'm forgetting anyway. Like, I'm pretty sure... I can't remember what all of the stands are. There's Turkmenistan. There's Kyrgyzstan. There's Kazakhstan. There's Tajikistan, Pakistan. And like 2 or 3 more, I think, that I've always forgotten. Wank. That's a good response. Anyway, let me go to this. Let's pay out the bet. And I have Rust loaded up in the background, so let's try some Rust. Uzbekistan! Thank you. I'm pretty sure there's another one I'm forgetting as well, but, you know, we'll just, you know, get there eventually. Will Dreya get this? And 8 guesses or less. And honestly, I can't bring myself to read out the answer, to be honest. It's yes, but the phrase I have typed for the positive option here is disgusting. Complete prediction. There we go. Does it come up? I don't even know. Yeah, it does. Okay, let's pause Zelda and chill, the music that's in the background. We'll turn off Kazakhstan, Kyrgyzstan, whichever one it was. Hey. Oh, redeemed cloak and fedora. Redeemed cloak and fedora. Fuck me, fine. Close down the Wikipedia article for Lady Gaga and Global. And I will put on... Hang on. Rust and cat ears. Fuck me. Fucking hell. Jesus. Well, I'm joining the server anyway, so I guess... Oh, fuck me. Fine. I'll get the cloak. It's over there. I'm putting on the cloak. It's kind of annoying to put on the cloak, because I need to, like, put it over my shoulders and then tie a ribbon at the same time. I don't really have the manual dexterity needed. Seems like something you get somebody else to do, like a servant. I am very poor, though. Okay, cloak's around my neck. I am doing a tie. There we go. Cloak's on. You know, big billowy velvet cloak. Stop complaining and put it on. And then, oh, where's the fucking fedora? Fedora's here. Oh, it's a very specific look. It's a very specific and bad look. And then where are the cat ears? I think they're back there as well, aren't they? Hobbit meets incel. Yep. Why is there a 10-minute cooldown on beans? Because it's very unpleasant to eat the beans. I remembered that. I remembered that the beans depending on the one. I would say that socks one that I had before is one of the lighter ones, right? Some of these are fucking disgusting to the point where you need to brush your teeth after the stream. So I put like a 25-minute cooldown on it so that I don't have to do them like one after the other, because that would kill me. So yeah, and I think I have it set right now to like 2 or 3 redemptions per stream, because I don't want to burn through them all. It's loading in, by the way, if you were wondering. Rust is loading in the background. It's currently on the spawning world aspect. It'll be funny. No one knew who I was until I put on the hat and the cloak and the cat ears. This is a very niche superhero. It would be one who would get beaten up a lot. And I'm just straightening out the hood. I do kind of like the cloak. The cloak is a higher quality than I expected from the price. This cloak was about 16, 17 euro. That's a pretty nice cloak for that price. That's pretty good. Like, it's a proper cloak. It comes down to my ankles. I'm 5'8", exactly 5'8", and it's like a full thick velvet cloak that goes down to my ankles. It's pretty good. And it has like a hood and everything. The hood's fucking massive, but it does have a hood. I think you could technically wear this as a cloak if it was raining, and it would be slightly better than useless. I do find myself just kind of flapping the cloak around while I'm sitting, though. Looking fly. Yeah, no, I don't. Oh, I hate the hat. Honestly, the hat's the worst part. I'd rather go out in the cloak than the hat. The hat is probably more socially acceptable to wear than the cloak, right? Like, if you walked outside and you saw somebody wearing a fedora, you'd probably roll your eyes, but, you know, it's normal-ish to wear a hat, right? But if you saw somebody outside wearing a cloak, that is cooler, but you'd probably go, huh, that person's wearing a cloak. The cat ear's the least socially acceptable, and thank goodness for that. I'd rather go out wearing the cat ears than the hat. I'm going to say that right now. I'd rather go out wearing the cat ears than go out wearing the hat. I think it would be better for me. Anyway, I've logged in. The game's up. And the sound's on. Good. Did I turn the sound down yesterday? I can't remember, but it's up here now. And I have like an MTV Cribs style introduction for everybody. Actually, do I have some music that I could play for that? I've never seen MTV Cribs, by the way. I'm not going to show everybody my file structures. Are you insane? Let me go to stream royalty-free music. Let's say Kevin McLeod. I'm never quite sure how to pronounce that. And play Jazz Brunch. Don't know what this is. That works. That's all right. Let's play Jazz Brunch for a second. Welcome to my house. I did a little bit of renovating in the off time, right? This might be too loud. Hang on. Let's put it down to like 70%. There we go. I did a little bit of renovating off camera. So, you'll notice I have luxurious metal doors. I have a second luxurious metal door. And if we step outside, I've got some lovely looking signs to give myself some decor. So people will know who lives here, the personality. So I made these in Photoshop. About 5 minutes each. Right? So now we have signs. Also, you'll notice that the house is significantly bigger. Honestly, most of the rooms are empty. I just like having a big house in this game. I think it's fun. So if we go through this tunnel of probable death, I mean, somebody can just shoot me through here as easily as they like, to be honest. But I'll seal those off at some point. We come into the storage room. So we have nothing. We have general. We have weapons. And we have armor and health, right? Good stuff. And then we go up the spiral stairs through another luxurious door and have an empty room with a sleeping bag in it, because I guess this is the bedroom. We come through another death tunnel with still open windows, although I can shoot through them myself, which is nice. And then we come into another empty room. And then a balcony sort of area. So I can, you know, come out here. Oh, I found this in a crate, by the way. And then, you know, blast people away from up here if somebody tries to mug me or something like last time. Is that? I thought there was a backpack for a second. And then we go up here. And there's another empty room, but this just leads to like an actual balcony. Like a nice sort of seating and veranda area. I don't know what a veranda is. I've just used the word because I think it might sound fancy. But I don't know what one is. But up here, I'm going to put like some seats, maybe a barbecue. You know, like a sort of metropolitan, you know, city balcony kind of vibe, right? What's a veranda? I don't know. It's a fruit. So yeah, that's the house. Let me turn off this fucking smooth jazz in the background. Weird Kevin McLeod and Kevin McLeod from Grand Designs crossover. You know what? I've spoken out a lot about reality TV. I'm quite comfortable watching Grand Designs. I think Grand Designs is an alright show. I think it's kind of funny. Like, Grand Design's just the sort of smug bafflement that he presents those people with in that show, I think is kind of satisfying. Because, you know, they're all wealthy enough that you don't care if they feel bad. Right? What does veranda mean? Veranda's a very common word in Australia. I don't know what it means still. I've never really learned. But anyway, this is where we are. So first thing we're going to do is build a new workbench so we can get some better guns and stuff. But then, I mean, we already have this MP5, which I found in a crate. And we're gonna fucking go out and try and murder some people. Also, I think I might have found some explosives somewhere. I did. Also, I have forgotten to set the timer on this fucking hat. So I'm setting that up. Because I've just caught myself... I've caught my reflection in my camera. And I look like a fucking prick. So let me turn this on. Say 30 minutes for the hat and the ears. Jesus. Hi, we're both 24 years old. Our budget is 1.2 million. Yeah, it's bad, I would say. Let's just leave these doors open for now. There's trees that grow gum. Reminds me of the folk song. Give me a home among the gum trees. Blah, blah, blah. Veranda at the back and an old rocking chair. I don't know if this is a thing that everybody's gonna know. But in Ireland, when I was a kid, every child was taught in school a song called Kookaburra Sitting in the Old Gum Tree. And no one in Ireland, as a child, knew what the fuck either of those two things were, and it was never explained. I did not know what a kookaburra was until I was about 22 years old. And I did not know a gum tree existed. But yeah. Yes, exactly. Kookaburra sits in the old gum tree. That one. That song. I don't know why I learned it. I don't know why any of us knew it, but we all knew. I can't believe you guys learned that. Love it. I don't know why. Like, 1 second. Kookaburras are fucking adorable if you don't know. Kookaburras are these, like, giant-headed birds that just sort of, like wiggle around and scream at people. They're so good. I love them. Kookaburras are so sweet and small, and they're so squishable looking. Love them. Love kookaburras. Kookaburra sits in the old gum tree. Song by Marion Sinclair. Apparently Rolf Harris did a version. Oh no. No, we don't speak of him. Yeah, for a reason.
In the old gum tree, Mary, Mary, king of the bushes, we love Kookaburra, love Kookaburra, day your life must be.
That one. I don't know why Barney the dinosaur is in the background there, but, you know, it's that song. Everybody knows that song, right? Love, Kookaburra, love. Anyway. Let's try and build a thing, shall we? Crafting. How do I build a level 2 workbench? We need 20 high quality metal and 500 just standard boring metal. Cool. Fucking tune. Tune. And I think that's it. Yes. Craft. Anything else? I think that's it. So let's pick this up because we no longer want or need it. I think I've researched everything I'm going to need from a level 1 workbench, so we can just basically toss this away like it's an unwanted child. Sorry. I wrote a review of Stray last night and posted it on my Substack, if anybody's interested in that. But I described a plot point being thrown away like a burlap sack full of kittens into a river, and that image is really sticking with me. I find it really genuinely funny in a dark way. Right, you in here. Now, let's try and research some stuff. Like better weapons, maybe. Unlock this. Unlock salvaged axe. Yeah, sure, whatever.
You need slapping down.
Slapping down. Look, we all know it happens. It's not nice, but it happens. I don't condone it. It's not like I'm in favor of this. Right, I think that's everything we needed to do, really. I mean, we have the next tier, so I guess we'll just go out and try and fuck up some people, right? Say that to her face. No, I like the little vibrating Peggy. Vibrating Peggy sounds like a very unwholesome thing. This is vibrating Peggy. She does some services that you might be into. Let's, I don't know. I don't really know where to go, to be honest. Oh, there was something about a maze in C something. C something? C3, maybe? Rusthane, risk of death. It might be up here. It might be up here on the island. Let's make our way up to the island, I'm saying. I think would be nice. I've been rereading an email that I wrote about 30 minutes ago. Why can't I just fucking send it? I have about 4 emails in my draft. See, 13. Oh, so it's way to... Oh, okay, here it is then. The death maze. That's where we're going. Why was I just standing there while bullets were whizzing over my head? What the fuck? Hang on. What the fuck was that? Oh, there's somebody over there. Who the fuck are they? Hang on. This is what we have the sort of death tower for. There's too many fucking doors in this. There we go. Oh. Oh, fuck. Something's going on. I don't think they were shooting at me. They were shooting at some other boy who was around here. See if I can see anyone. If we go out on the balcony. God, there's too many fucking doors and steps. They ran across here. Over to there, maybe. I hate emails and phone calls. I'm okay with emails. Actually, since I started going to the doctor, they started a new thing where instead of calling them to make an appointment, you can just email them. And it has made me, I would say, easily 100 times more likely to seek a doctor's visit. Like, so much more likely. Because I basically did not ever go to the doctor before. It's a very stereotypically masculine thing to do. Just ignore the doctor, even when you're sick. But, I never went to the doctor until I was, like, in my 20s. But now that they allow you to email to make an appointment, I'm way more likely to do it. It's great. Any form of communication getting the bin. Huh. It was right outside my house. I feel like I'm in a dangerous area. Which is maybe good? I mean, that's kind of what we want right now, right? We kind of want some danger, so we can get a chance to shoot some people. I don't know. Oh, here's a little hint that I was taught in a communications class once. Maybe the least useful module in any college course ever, but they're always fucking mandatory. In communications class, I was given this little hint, and it's the one thing from those classes that stuck with me. If you're drafting an email, if you're writing an email, and you want to make absolutely sure that you don't accidentally send it before it's finished, just don't put in the recipient until you're finished the email. A lot of the time, me included, when you're typing an email, you put in the recipient first and then put in the subject line and then start typing the email. Do it in reverse order. And then you'll never send an accidental email again. Because I've done that. Just accidentally hit enter too many times or whatever. I hear bullets, by the way, so I'm going to run in this direction. Because why not? Nothing could go wrong, right? We have some water pipe shotguns and stuff. I don't know, I don't like talking to anyone. I genuinely feel dread whenever I click onto my email client. It's worse because I know all the information is correct. Aww. I genuinely feel a little spike of anxiety every time I click on the little Gmail icon on my taskbar. Or my toolbar on Firefox. Because I don't want to be contacted or perceived. But, you know, I kind of have to for, like, life reasons, right? Oh, I see a boar. I'm always scared when I put someone's name in CC just to get the spelling right. I know. That's a good tip, and made sure that I did that. Usually I have to reread an email just in case I swore in the email, which I obviously wouldn't do. I have a habit of being... I only swing one of two ways. That could mean something. I only swing one of two ways when writing an email. And that is, I'm either so formal that I sound like a psychopath, like so incredibly formal that it sounds like I'm trying to scam someone, or way too familiar in my language, like way too over-familiar to the point where I just, it seems like I'm trying to come across as like an old friend, and I just kind of bounce between those, and I always have to rewrite things. Basically, I'm an anxious disaster when it comes to any form of communication. I have sent messages, and people in chat... Oh, fuck me, the horrible bean. Fucking hell. There are people in chat who I talk to on WhatsApp, right? There are people in this chat who I talk to on WhatsApp, like Emmy's one of them, and a couple of other people, right? And if I have to send a message to the group chat, I will just send a message to the group chat. If I have to send a message to one of you specifically, I will draft that for about 5 minutes. I will be writing that message, even if it's about 3 sentences long, for a minimum of 5 minutes. Genuinely. That is how fucking awkward I am. I will do the same to my parents. For some reason, a group chat's fine. Like... My family has a group chat, right? With my dad, my mum, my brother, a couple of other people, right? And me, obviously. But I can type random nonsense into that and just send it away. If I have to message my mum directly, I will agonize over what I'm sending. Basically, I'm broken. I'm broken and bad. Ooh! Ooh! How devilishly delightful! Ooh! Well, don't mind if I do. I get caught overdrafting comms until I don't send the comms then. It's, ooh. Ooh, how lovely. Okay. Just take a little jog over. Yes, that's the vibe I was going for. I hate that emote. That's one of my placeholder emotes, right? Where there's a few emotes that I have, maybe 5 or 6, that are really bad, but I've put them there as placeholders until I actually do a proper one, and they've been there for months. Where is it? There it is. Do I hear anyone? Oh, it's right on someone's doorstep. Ooh. I'm leaving something in it just so I can use it as cover. Baby! Ah. Look at that! He's a riot helmet. I'll take a fucking M39 rifle. Thank you, my friend. Now we can fucking kill some people. Now we're able. 1 second. I want to only take one of these guns with me in case I lose this. I'm going to quickly run back to my base. I'm going to go back over here to my base. We're going to deposit one of these guns, and then we're going to come back out and do that hell maze that's apparently out. Right? But look at what I have now. I'm so happy. Bean? Yeah, once I get back to the house, I'll do the bean as well. Remind me, because I will probably forget. Devilishly delightful, Seymour. Did you know Emma, my partner, does not... Fuck. Come on. Does not really like that episode that much, I've been told, even though it's objectively one of the best episodes of The Simpsons. Are they running around like it's a Benny Hill episode? Are they in this house? I'm annoyed. Isn't that the episode with loads of different skits? If so, I sort of get Emma's State. It is. It's called... Oh, what's that one called? It's called 22 Short Stories About Springfield, I think. And it's sort of interlocking, like Pulp Fiction style, random, like 2-minute shorts that kind of like lead into each other. Go home, you crazy bastard. I'm heading there. We'll be fine. We'll be okay. Nothing can stop us now. And if the world runs out of lovers, we'll still have each other. Nothing's gonna stop us. Nothing's gonna stop us. Sorry, I don't think I really like that song, but it does occasionally get stuck in my head. It got used in an ad here about 5 years ago that was played everywhere. I think it was for an electrical insurance company. And now it's stuck in my head forever. Exactly the song I was thinking of. It's Starship, I'm pretty sure, that song. You know, the same people who did, We built this city on rock and roll. That one. Terrible band. Like, genuinely, like, unrepentantly bad band. And one of those really weird bands that used to be, like, 3 or 4 other bands. Like, they started out as Jefferson Airplane. Then they became... Fuck, no! Run! Run, 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 run! 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 Can't lose the gun! Can't lose the gun! Okay, deposit the gun. And the ammunitions. And then try and fuck him up. And if the world runs out of lovers, we'll still have each other. Nothing's gonna stop us now. Oh, fuck me! That's so sore! Oh, God! Ugh. Ooh. Ooh, that hurt. Fuck me. Ouchie. Let me, I don't know how I can heal. Fuck, I need some food or something. Jesus Christ. Bean, I'll get to it. Fuck me. I was like, I need some food. Fuck. Yeah, that makes sense. Please, I just need some human flesh or something. I've got so many human flesh. Stand next to a fire? It's not lit. I've left too many doors open. Come on. Is that a grenade? Ah! Help! Stop it! Get up! Get up, you fucking idiot! Ah! Why aren't I in my bed? What? Shh. Oh, fucker. Close the fucking door! Right. Oof. Right. I can get my stuff back. And then we can work out maybe a little bit of a plan. I have grenades of my own. Okay? I have grenades of my own. Yeah, let's get all of our... No, we can leave some of our stuff here. Let's see what we can do. Ah! Fuck me! I mean... Oh no! Oh no! Is that horse laughing at you? Sure, I guess so, yeah. I mean, I'm not gonna stand here and wait for like 3 minutes while I can wait to respawn. Where the fuck am I? Because this is going really badly. Where am I? Oh, I'm so far away. Okay. We'll try and make it back there. Look. There's a chance. There's a chance that we find a gun on the way back. Right? We find a gun. And that lets us ambush him. Right? Let's us ambush them. Bad person to be fighting. Oh no. Ugh. Throwing grenades out a window is asking for trouble. I mean, it's my house. I can throw grenades where I like, I think. Built the hovel to impress Kevin MacLeod, but not for Warzone. Yeah, it's actually... now that it's been tested, my little house, now that it's been tested, it turns out it's not actually very good at protecting you. It's more for looks. And the looks don't really matter in a game like Rust. It's just that I can't really break myself out of the Minecraft mentality. I can't really break myself out of that. Where I'm just like, let's make it look pretty. It doesn't matter how well it works. It's Minecraft. It's not Minecraft. It's not. Alright, if I can just get back into my house. I think if I get up on the balcony. We can manage it. Damn those MacLeod aesthetics. Again, I kind of like Grand Designs. Now, have I watched Grand Designs in the last 5 years? No. But I follow a Twitter account, a Twitter gimmick account, called Out of Context Grand Designs, which just posts little clips and screenshots from the show. And I always have a sensible chuckle when I see them. So I think I can say I'm a fan. That counts, right? That counts nowadays as being a fan of... What did I fucking say? We found a gun. One solid, meaty shot to the back of the head. He's fucking done. Let's fucking go. Yeah, let's go. I definitely need to follow the account. To be honest, I just love when they have to live in a caravan for 2 years. Yeah. It is basically... Every episode is kind of insufferable rich people being slightly humbled by their own ambitions. And that's just a good genre of media. It's just a really satisfying thing to see for the most part. I'm shocked we got a gun. I don't know if this is an international thing, by the way, Grand Designs. Grand Designs is a British television programme broadcasting on Channel 4 that involves this architect. Is he even an architect? Called Kevin MacLeod, who just kind of wanders around talking and kind of offering advice to people who are invariably like, oh, I'm a 23-year-old... Sorry, they're much posher than that. I'm a 23-year-old milkman, and my budget for this new house is $4.3 million. we'd like to get it started right away, please. And then it just takes like 6 years, and they get fucking devastated at every turn by like a flood or a hurricane just destroying everything, and it's hilarious. And throughout it is Kevin MacLeod and his slightly smug face just going like, I don't think this'll work. There's an Australian spin-off, but I've seen the English one too. It's a good time. It's one of the few reality TV shows that I can stand. There's not many. In fact, it might be the only one. I can't really think of another reality TV show that I actually enjoy watching. I remember when I lived at home, my parents watched a fuckload of a show called Come Dine With Me, which I despised. I hated it. But that seemed to be like the biggest show on the planet for a little while. Or just in England and Ireland. Oh, the other one that people like. The one that normal people like, right? Because there's some fucking psychopath reality TV show like Love Island. I will never see a frame of Love Island because I think it's going to be so insufferable that it would give me genuine psychic damage. But, there's one that I think normal people who don't like reality TV kind of like. And that's a show called... Oh, that's our house, by the way. Is someone still there, do we think? I see a horse, so probably... Oh, no! Oh, God, no! Oh, fuck! Ah! Oh, fuck! Oh, no! Sorry, my mind's gone blank. Oh, God! Oh, no! Fucking hell, please! It's my house! It's my house! You don't get to shoot me! I don't... Oh, God!
Our house.
Oh, no. All our chests are locked. Right? All our chests are locked. But our body wasn't, which means he at least has our MP5. We want to lock off all the doors. Right. Fucking hell! I shot off! I shot, but oh fuck, it wasn't enough. It wasn't enough. It wasn't enough. Oh fuck, did we close the door? We did close the door. Thank fuck for that. Now, they're in my gun room. Right. Oh, please. Is this the end for Dreya? Is this it? This is his house now, isn't it? Throw boom booms downstairs. I don't have any. I don't have any bombs or anything. Do they have a vendetta against you? I don't think so. I think I've only been killed by this person. Swiggity swooty, he just took your looty. Oh, God. I mean... I'm not going to wait 200 seconds. Think they'll profit from the raid. They are spending so many explosives. You know what? This might say it. I can say right now the amount of explosives and ammo you're using.
Welcome to the Goblin Cave.
There's no way you profit here. Oh, thank God my fucking alarm has gone off so I can take off this. Ugh. Thank you. Also, thank you for the follow. Oh, God. Okay. Bean? You know what? I may as well use the fucking bean now. Okay. You know what? I'll tap out to the fucking bean. It's the bean wheel. Hello, everybody. It's the bean wheel. Bean wheel. Bean wheel. That is rotten egg.
Welcome to the Goblin Cave.
Oh, thank you for the follow, Mushy Moments. It's the bean wheel. What fucking one is rotten egg? Rotten egg is the one that looks like you rolled a jelly bean in some pus. Lovely. Of course it fucking is. It's got like yellow blotches all over it. I'd say walk up to them naked and unarmed and say please and plead with them. Oh god, I didn't swallow it down. Fuck me. I'm so sorry. Oh. Oh, fuck. I'd say that's slightly less bad than the socks one from earlier. Not exactly good. Oh, Jesus Christ. There's still in my teeth as well. Sorry, I've missed beans. I haven't. Can you tell I haven't? I think... Oh no. Oh no. I've been cleaned out, haven't I? I guess we'll head back and see what the fucking damage is. Not completely. Thank you, my lord. I deserve the punishment. Make him feel weird. Make him feel weird, right? Just wreck me. There we go. You lost that gun you were so happy about, I know. Remember the joy when we found that gun? Halcyon days. Look, it's Rust. You can't be too upset, because the game is designed to make you want to kill yourself. At least to a certain extent, right? Why are all the beans bad? Because they're not called lovely beans. I bought these ones. They used to sometimes be good. Ooh, a horse. Hang on. Cool horse. They used to sometimes be good, in air quotes, but they, I bought these ones, which are the extreme version, which is just the bad flavors. All the bad flavors, none of the good flavors. Like, just in a segmented little box. Just to annoy people, I guess. It doesn't even come with a wheel. It's just like, punish yourself. Thanks for your generosity. God damn it. I have quite a lot of channel points saved up. Oh, no. Oh, it's Mikey! Michael! Michael! Michael's here. I'm sure I'll kill him later. There's even a button for that. A button for what? I wasn't paying attention. Also, hello, Graham. I have quite a lot of channel points. Channel points... I'm happy, actually, with my channel point setup. Because a lot of bad things happen to me. But it keeps people using them very frequently. So the end stream one doesn't get used. Right? Shit's gonna get real now that Mikey's on. Oh, poor Mikey. I love Mikey. Mikey's a dear, like, IRL friend. Like Mikey a lot. But he is incredibly bad at Rust. Like, he makes me look good at Rust, which is honestly baffling. I only saw one thing in the raid grass you blow up, and then you had TC access. Did he even have TC access? I think I might have just left my doors open. And then he might have just blown up some chests. I don't even know. Weights? Oh, for fuck's sake. Hello, walls. Let's get some weights going then, I guess. Let me... We're gonna need to tear down that fucking ladder. If you don't remember the sparring match in the Goblin game. Oh no, my TC's just gone. Oh, that's why I was told not to do that. I was told don't have them next to walls. Not walls the person, but you know, walls the concept. Okay, we have some food. Oh, they took everything. Oh, they took fucking everything. They took all our sulfur. They took all our... Oh, no. It's all gone. They took all our... They left me the skulls. That's nice. The skulls of Mikey and Spiff. They took all our sulfur and our... Oh, no! I guess it could technically, very technically be worse. But not that much worse, let's be honest. Oh, God. They did get very lucky with the wall. It's more that I'm very bad. I should probably put the wall here, or the TC. No, not here. Where should I put the TC? Upstairs! I should put the TC upstairs! Oh, that makes... Why did I just make fucking 2 of them? Dreya, stop. I need to put them upstairs, don't I? Like over here, where it's almost impossible to get to and set bombs at and stuff like that. Like right here, like over here, something like that. That might be better. Right? This is adjoining right here, so like they can't just directly blow it up, I think. Oh. Okay, we need a fuck ton of stone. We need a fuck ton of stone. We need... Look, we need some stuff, alright? We need... Oh, we have some stone! Okay, that'll keep us going for a tiny, tiny bit. Let me go up here. So up here. Up here. Because, yeah, there's the little outcropping here for the balcony, so that'll help. Put some stone in here. I also need some metal. Fuck, I think I'm completely out of metal. This could be a bad day for Dreya. Right here where they can ladder directly to it because there's no ceiling. There will be. There will be. I'll take down the ladder. It's fine. I don't know what I'm doing. I'll make a roof. I don't know. Fuck. Okay, do I have any metal? I have some metal. Turn it on. There we go. That'll smelt some stuff for us. That'll be something. We don't need this charcoal right now. We should build some, I don't know, wooden storage boxes? Look, this is gonna be a bad time for us for the next little bit here, okay? So let me... Oh, fucker. Let me put everything in here that I don't need. We have a revolver. That's something, right? That's something. Lovely. Tell me, actually, people who know how to play Rust in chat. There's some of you, right? Do these last forever, these loot boxes? Do these last forever? Do I need to replace these quick or else they'll despawn? Or do they just count as... They despawn. Fuck me. Okay, take everything out, please. Okay, replace it with, at least for right now, we'll just replace things with wooden storage boxes on the floor. Alright? Because... Fucking hell. We'll put chests back up in a bit. So we can put that there. We can just deposit everything into it. Because we don't need a lot of this stuff. We don't need this, and we don't... Oh, we might need that. Actually, yeah, we do now need the level 1. Thank fuck I didn't scrap this. We don't have our level 2 workbench anymore. That was a fucking nightmare to build, and now it's gone. Like, everything good. Everything good is gone. I don't fucking know what to do, really. You know what? I want these. I want a double-barrel shotgun, I think. I think that'll be good. Let's toss this. We'll keep the food. Keep that in there. Toss that in there. We'll need another wood storage box. That should be able to handle everything, I think. I think we're coming out of it, alright? What did you do to instigate this? This time, nothing. I'm as confused as everyone else. I didn't do anything this time. Usually, I'll be honest, yes, I'm usually being a prick in some way. This time, it was all them. You did shoot them first? That's because they were coming towards me. They were very honestly coming towards my... Or obviously, I should say, coming towards my house. Put these in here. You in here. You in here with the food. Oh, for fuck's sake, there's so many things. Could always visit the science center if you need to use the workbench. Oh, is there a science center again? I will then, probably. So can you go in here? Oh. Oh, this is horrible. We're nearly done. We can build a wall or something. I'm putting stuff away that I don't mean to be putting away. Look at this fucking disaster. Last thing, just lots of food. Okay. That's our last loot box, I think. Can I fuck this off, please? I don't want this ladder up to my door. It's annoying. Let me put all the food in here. I need one more box, don't I? Oh. Right. That's fine now. Okay? That's fine. Do I have the flashlight anywhere? I had like a weapon flashlight somewhere. No, I think they took that. Honestly, makes sense. Right. Let's quickly... Actually, in that case, give me my light hat. Because I need to be able to see for this next bit. Because we desperately need some stone and some metal. Otherwise, we are fucked. Where's my light hat? Where's my light hat? There we are. Okay. Oh, we can see a little bit. Is any metal smelted here? It is. Let's go up and put 72 metal in here. It'll help, I'm sure. Maybe it'll help. Let's go in here. Close all the doors behind you, for the love of God. Okay, we have 56 minutes before the base kind of starts falling apart again. Let's go. Let's get some metal. Let's get some stone. Let's get some more wood. We can recover from this, okay? Okay, look, I can close all the doors in the world. It's still not going to help with this bit. Let's go get some stuff. Oh, we still have a horse. We didn't lose everything. Despite just getting raided, look at all the open doors. Hammer to pick up? Oh, yes, I forgot that hammers were a thing, if I'm honest. Right, stone, useful. Let's honestly just cut down one of these trees. I never know if it's in bad form to do that. Let's eat some trash. I don't know. I'll be honest, I wasn't expecting raids. I wasn't expecting a raid to happen right now. I was expecting raids, you know, towards the end of the wipe. I don't really know how long the wipe lasts. Maybe 2 weeks, maybe a month. I don't know what I was expecting, but it wasn't a raid. For somebody to have C4, like 3 days in, and just destroy me, wasn't something I anticipated. And now I feel stupid for not anticipating it, because I did kill like 6 people on my first day on the server. I made a little bit of enemy. A little bit of enemy. That's not grammar, but you know what I mean. Raids can easily start within the first or second day if you're actually playing well. I feel like that's a diss, feller. You can have C4 within 2 hours of a wipe. Oh! I have never had C4 in less than like a week and a half. Actually, I can say I don't think I've ever actually built C4, have I? Maybe on the last wipe I built a C4. But I think I was mainly just using satchel charges. Jesus. Military loot boxes, of course. I forgot that was a mechanic. It's how I got my incredible gun that is now gone forever. Right, we need wood and stone. That is our mission right now. And then we'll get back and hopefully not be dead, right? We can build, you know what, in fact, build these right now, just in case. Just in preparation for when you get back. It'll be lovely. Sorry, I thought I heard footsteps behind me there, and I wasn't looking at my camera, but I know some genuine fear crossed my face then. Like, genuine fear. Not just, like, play fear like a video game. Like, actual fucking fear. I'm Havburgier. Hamburgier. Crazy Hamburgier. That's a reference to a video with, like, 10,000 views. Jesus. I have not had a burger in... Actually, no, that's a lie. I had a burger for the first time in ages on Saturday. Because my parents came up along with my grandparents and my uncle, who I haven't seen in, like, 3 years. And had, like, an impromptu barbecue in my garden. Fairly unannounced, I would say. But, you know, I put up with it. I was like, oh, yay. Fun, sure. And I did end up having an okay time. But, I don't know. I don't really like socializing, even with family, to be honest. Socializing is rough. Even with people I know and am comfortable with. So, yeah. But I had some vegan burgers, and they were okay. They were fine, basically. I kind of like barbecue. It's the problem with having a garden. My parents don't have a garden, right? They live in, like, a... you know, semi-detached townhouse in their town, but they don't have a garden with it. Or at least their garden is just like a scrap of courtyard. You can't really do anything with it, right? And so, when I moved in here, I have a lovely garden. I have like a medium-sized... The house is... It's the opposite of their house. My house is incredibly tiny, but has a very nice garden, whereas their house is pretty fucking big, but does not have a garden. And so anytime the sun comes out for more than about 24 hours, I can be reasonably sure that, you know, my parents will call me and go, you doing anything? Do you want to... Are we okay to come up and maybe sit out in the garden in the sun and have some food? And I was like, fine, yeah, fine. What's a vegan burger made out of? Jackfruit, mushrooms, or beans? I mean, all of those are options. I think, yes... The one I had on Saturday was fake meat, you know, like pseudo impossible. I can't remember if it was Quorn or Linda McCartney or Beyond or Impossible Meat or one of the various other 900 options for fake meat that exist here. But, you know, it was fake meat, whatever it was. I think, we also had hot dogs, and the sausages in them were Denny's vegan sausages, which were pretty nice. I was never that into sausages, even when I ate meat. But they were pretty accurate, I would say. Which meant they were fine. More metal. I mean, I need the metal, but it's going to take a while to smelt it. Do you know what I tweeted this out, or in the go live notification or whatever. I said that I had done some prep before today's stream for Rust. A lot of that involved smelting about 6,000 or 7,000 metal scrap. Or metal shards, whatever it's called. You know what I mean. The metal fragments, maybe that's what they're called. I smelted probably 8,000 of those. And now they're all gone and I have to do it again. I am devastated. Getting killed in Rust is already not great. It's not a great feeling. It's funny, but you do have a second or two of like, you know. But getting raided is a whole new disastrous feeling in your chest. Oh, God, they got absolute loot. They did, because they took it all. All of it. I had so much. They even emptied out the fucking furnaces. No. Fine. Let's go back. Let's go back, fix up the fucking hole in the wall. See what happens. Is there a mod I can whisper? I don't know. Yes, I'm sure. But I don't think I've ever whispered on... I don't think I've ever whispered in on Twitch. I think I have been whispered, but I don't know how to whisper somebody else on Twitch. I think whispering, if you don't know, is like Twitch's version of a DM. Right? I think that's how it works. Never been raided outside of Purge. It looks so stressful. It was! Like, look, it was objectively funny as it was happening, so I'm happy for the content. But Jesus Christ, I've lost everything. I'm so poor now. It feels terrible. Oh, I'm just noticing, by the way, I never actually put up the channel points reward for the elf ears, did I? I should probably do that later. It's just that when I put up a channel point redemption, I go through and make an icon and... It's just a bore, Jesus. I go through and make an icon for it and I, you know, do stuff. This is not my house. And I just didn't bother doing it this time. So maybe tomorrow there'll be like an option for me to wear elf ears for half an hour or something. Whispering is literally just a checkbox icon button. I know nothing about Twitch. Look. Were you in my fucking house? Were you in my fucking house? Did you go through my wall hole?
Leave me alone.
Hey, get back! Were you in my wall hole?
Fuck off.
No!
No. No.
What the fuck is he? Oh, it's Mikey! I didn't even recognize it! I didn't even recognize Mikey's voice! I'm so sorry! Oh! Oh no. Well... yeah, hide the evidence. Poor Mikey. Let's reload, it might be useful. I was walking around that entire time with an unloaded gun, by the way. I've just realised. He was trying to steal my fucking skulls! You prick. He was in my wall hole. I was right. Hang on. Oh. Oh, we're safe again. Look at this. We're actually safe. Sort of safe again. Let me restack these furnaces in a nicer looking configuration. And then, you know, we'll take life as it comes, right? Let's put you here. Let's put you here. Let's put you here. Oh, it's so nice now. We can put workbench here maybe, or here. Oh, it's you know what? This was a good thing, I've decided. It was a good thing that we raided. Think of all the new space we have for activities without all of that pesky stuff. All of those pesky little belongings that we don't have anymore. It's going to be amazing for us. He did steal my fucking metal, which I need to keep the house alive, by the way. Yes, exactly. A nice spring cleaning. It was a fair trade, your horse for my corpse. Oh no. Poor Mikey X's body. I mean, I'm not letting it go to waste. There we go. In here. So we're going to deposit. We didn't get any stone. We're going to deposit this and this. We actually don't need any wood in here, do we? I'm just realizing. We don't have anything wooden in our house, apparently. Which is nice. It means it's more defensible. Now, did that work out? Did it fucking work out? Did you see what just happened? But theoretically, it's more defensible this way. Let's take the wood. Let's take at least some wood, right? We'll start smelting some stuff, right? None of that shit sparked joy. Some of it sparked joy. The guns sparked joy. Would have liked that. Hello, Law. Welcome. Shout out to Less Than Law in chat, please. God, I love doing that. It makes me feel like such a prick. I know it doesn't make me a prick, by the way. But anytime I do one of my, like, streamer things where I'm like, oh, could somebody shout out them in chat, please? Or, oh, could we ban that person there? I feel like such a monster. It's amazing. It's amazing and I love it. So good. Chatters beware. You're in for a scare. I did not really like Goosebumps. If you get messaged by Jaffe, that's just a string of letters. It's a scam, be careful. Good there. Use and abuse your loyal mods. Some of them would be into it. I never know where the line is to being creepy, but that might be it. Smelt, please. There we go. Look at all that beautiful smelting. Oh, loving it. Excuse you. Let me go here, like who? We need a campfire as well, so we can actually make some food. So let's put that, you know what, just here, over in the side. If you're not bullying the mods, then what's the point? I don't really expect my mods to do anything. You know what, just as a treat, we'll cook Mikey. There we go. We need to unionize. If I paid you anything, you could unionize. Am I starving? No, I saw something red flash up there, which concerns me. Don't cook me. It's already happening. And I'm keeping your skull as well. I now have like 2 or 3 of your skulls. I didn't want to post a link to main chat in case someone would actually click on it. What the hell is CSGO? CSGO is a nightmare. CSGO is a nightmare that you should never play. Although, no, is CSGO still really... I think CSGO, the community at least, you have a really toxic community, right? But is CSGO, you know, good? I've never really played it. I never got into the whole esports scene because even that was too much physical activity and team sport for me. Even esports, even the nerd sport that people make fun of, couldn't do it because it was still sports. You can trade skins, this community is very toxic and scammy, fair enough. And like I said, I never played it. I think I might kind of enjoy it. Isn't it just... It's like, what I'm about to say is going to give some of the older members of chat, like, some psychic damage. But isn't CSGO a little bit like Overwatch, but without any powers? Like, it's like you know, like a team-based shooter, right? And you just kind of wander around in a Source Engine game, just kind of... Yeah, triggered. You just kind of wander around in the Source Engine and, you know, shoot people. Oh. Aren't there esports in the Commonwealth Games? Is there? Is there esports in the I think they're going on literally right now, aren't they? I think I went to my parents' house recently, and they were watching television, and I think the Commonwealth Games was on. Commonwealth Games. I don't even really know who is in the Commonwealth. More like Valorant without powers. Oh yeah, that's probably better, isn't it? That was such a terrible sentence. The Commonwealth Games. The Friendly Games. Oh, it's sometimes called the Friendly Games. Who's in it? What is the Commonwealth? It's Britain, Canada.
Gold for the goblins.
Jesus. Thank you, Emmy. just to make you feel awkward. It does. It's in Birmingham. That is the one thing I can say in a Birmingham accent. It's Australia, Canada. Is it all the countries individually in Britain, or is it just Britain? I could not name any others. Is that it in the Commonwealth? I don't know what's in there. Probably some islands. I'm assuming it's just places that they invaded, right? Who's in it? The British Empire and Commonwealth Games. Fuck me. Who's in it? Who's in it? Commonwealth Games. Countries. I mean, we're just waiting for smelting anyway. The Commonwealth Games. Australia, Bermuda, British Guiana, Canada, England, Northern Ireland. Newfoundland. What? Newfoundland isn't a country. Isn't Newfoundland just Canada? Have I been gravely fucking mistaken? Also, welcome, Bob. Have I been gravely mistaken all this time? Isn't Newfoundland... Yeah, it's a province of Canada. It's not a fucking country. New Zealand, Scotland, South Africa, and Wales. That's not a country. So they just mean Canada. What a bizarre thing to put. Anyway. Or is it only athletes from Newfoundland? Aren't the British nations all under the UK flag? I don't know how it works, if I'm totally honest. I think so. I think, isn't it, it's at least Scotland, Wales, and England are all in the, are all included in the Union Jack or the Union flag, right? Like the different colours and stuff. Not the Commonwealth Games. Olympics, everyone is UK. Huh. Interesting. I basically don't know anything about anything. I'm very ignorant. You may have noticed this as you've watched my stream, if anyone's been here for a little while. I am one of the most ignorant people, just in general. Okay, that's done. That's coming along. We need some... Okay, good. We can actually start making some fucking wooden boxes. We can make a wooden box and start recovering our stash. And then we'll go out, gather stuff, try and kill people with this fucking terrible shotgun, and see if we can have some fun in our lives again. I'm surprised Wales hasn't asked me to enter the esports, not gonna lie. Oh god, I regional... He's also ignorant to my goodbye message. I need to unsocialize today, see you later. Have fun. Go sit in a dark room and stare at a wall. That sounds like a joke. I do that sometimes. Occasionally, if I have to socialise for a long time, not even a long time, if I have to socialise at all, let's be honest, I will recover by just sort of being on my own, sitting in my office, which I'm in right now. There's an armchair over there. I just turn off the lights and close the curtains and just sit quietly for a bit. Not doing anything. Just sit quietly for a little while. Sometimes I'll bring in the guinea pigs and put them on my lap and they might go to sleep. But sometimes I am just sitting there totally alone in the silence. And it's so good. Oh, it's so good. I am, Art. Have fun. Well, I don't even know if it's fun. It's just sort of nice. It's just contentment. I really like silence. I was actually talking about this with Emma recently, right? I really, really enjoy silence. And I don't just mean, like, you know, being quiet. I mean just having complete silence around me for days on end. It's so good. And Emma is the direct polar opposite of that, where she wants constant talking and noise. And yet we live together and it's fine. But occasionally I'm like, could we sit in complete quiet for a few hours? And she's like, I cannot imagine anything I'd like less. And I'm like, oh no. So yeah, living with people, it's great. I mean, it is, but it's just, you know, quirks. But yeah, I would, before I met Emma, because now I talk to Emma, right, every day, obviously. But I remember when I was in secondary school, I went through my first big bout of depression, right, for the first time when I was in secondary school. About 15, 16, probably. I had, like, my first proper bout of, like, mental health disaster, right? And I would not speak for sometimes up to like 2 or 3 days at a time. Because, like, I didn't talk to anybody at school. I didn't answer any questions or anything in class or have any friends. And I'd sometimes just be able to avoid speaking to my family as well. So I'd just sort of be completely silent, mouth closed, just walking around in quietness. And it was honestly kind of nice, kind of comforting. Very, very grim and depressing, but in kind of a pseudo-nice way. Okay, we're up to 2 chests now. Out of what, 4 or 5 that we need? Oh no. I'll pause my whisper that made Valor leave. I doubt it. I can't do silence ever. The voices come back. Same here, the voices as well. That's why a lot of people use Twitch, right? Like, a lot of people use Twitch as background noise, which is obviously cool. But, basically, in order to stop the voices happening. Right, let's put our weapons back, first of all. So, all of these trashy fucking shotguns can go away. Don't even know why I have most of them, to be honest. You as well, the sword, the bullets. We can start clearing things away and sorting. It'll be nice. Twitch is on in our house 24/7. Twitch would be on most of the time in my house if Emma watched more Twitch, I think, basically. Like, she doesn't dislike Twitch, but, you know, she doesn't watch it as obsessively as I tend to sometimes. Not that I'm bad, really, but, you know, sometimes I'll watch too much Twitch and just have it on as background noise. Music, with me, tends to be on all the time. Like, I will have, you know, a lot of the time, I will just have my entire music library on shuffle, just in a speaker in my house, just kind of blandly playing music in the background. Otherwise, I do feel a bit weird. And sleeping, I feel a bit weird as well. So I will always have stuff on in my ears while I'm asleep, because otherwise, I get a bit antsy. You know, broken people, everyone here, I think it's fair to say. Like, nobody's... If you're here, there are a few people here. There are a few people here who are completely mentally self-assured and have no sort of, like, glaring mental health issues or anything like that. And those people are cool, but I'm not one of them. At all. Jesus Christ. I am a little bit of a disaster. And I think a lot of the people in the chat are. Which is nice. Honestly, it is kind of... Yeah, what's that like? It is kind of nice. Although I remember thinking, and this is... I'm not going to get into specifics, but I remember there are people in my family who... Neither am I. I remember there were people in my family who I assumed all through growing up were those people. Like, you know, very self-assured, mentally sound people, right? To put it in the most awkward possible fucking way. And then later found out that they had been, like, in therapy and had, like, lots of mental health issues and stuff like that. And I was like, oh, that's interesting. No, just kind of like, oh, that never came up. I wonder why. So, you know, you never know, basically. I used to have YouTube on all the time until YouTube decided, let's make you rewatch everything you watched on repeat. Yeah, the YouTube algorithm's interesting, let's say. I don't like people unless they have a little bit of misery in them. I'm kind of the same. I remember, my parents were ranting about this at the barbecue that I was talking about. My mum is very stereotypical sometimes, right? In that she's kind of a bit of a gossip. When my mum and my grandmother get together, they are quite gossipy about the people in their town, right? I remember being on car trips with them, and I just zone out while she was going like, and you know Mary down the road? Oh, you'll never guess what she did. The fucking state of her. And I'll go, oh God, this again. But she was like lightly gossiping, I would say, at the barbecue thing. And she was ranting about a co-worker she has who I think went to America, and she works in like a shop, right? Like a Super Value or whatever. She went to America and then came back and started acting sort of American service workery, and everybody else in the shop was fucking freaked out by it because it was way too happy, way too happy, and we all kind of nodded and agreed. Like, it was like, and hello, I hope you have a lovely day at the end of your shopping experience. And everybody who comes to the checkout is freaked out by it, and all the people working there are freaked out by it. And we all kind of nodded and agreed and went, yeah, shop workers should not try to hide how miserable they are, because we all know nobody's there particularly because they're passionate about the job. Like, we know you're miserable. I don't really want to be shopping either, so like, let's just be miserable together. It's nice, right? When they go all happy, it makes me feel like I'm about to be murdered. I don't like it. Need one of those. I'd do anything not to have to deal with anxiety. You know, you're fucked when you're on lorazepam and clonazepam. I don't know what I'm on. What am I on? I think I'm on, what is it called? Lexapram? Lexapram might be it. I think I am on the generic version. It's called escitalopram. There we go. That's what I am on. If anybody was wondering. No one's having a good time shopping. Exactly. It's just sort of, you don't need to be like that. You need one of those arm pusher rail car thingies. By the way, the reason why people don't talk about mental health, they often from some people say stuff like others have it worse than you, and has the opposite effect of what they think. Yes, that sucks. It's like, it just kind of makes you feel guilty. Because I do, honestly, one of the reasons I didn't go to therapy, and I'm not going to get deep here. I'm not going to get deep. But I'm going to say one of the reasons that I didn't seek any therapy or medication sooner, despite having pretty crippling, you know, mental health issues, is that I always kind of had that mentality. I was like, compared to some people I know, I'm fine. Like, what the fuck am I complaining about? So I just never bothered. I always felt like, I don't have it actually. I don't have, like, I have clinical depression and I have anxiety problems, but not like really severe or anything like that. So I was always like, it's fine, really. I'm not on the verge of death or anything, so I just won't get any help for it. Turns out that was silly. But, you know, anyway. So I would say, if you think it might help in any way, go for it. That's what they're there for, right? I never talked about it before. Twitch, you're spot on. I thought you were on citalopram like me. Well, it's spelled the same, just with an E at the front of it. Mine is escitalopram. So it might be the same thing, just generic. Yeah, then it just nullifies your feelings. Exactly. I don't know. Look, I'm not really good at mental health. I can't really offer advice. Like, I'm not anything. Like, I mean, I stream on Twitch and make bad jokes. It's not exactly like I'm a mental health expert. Let's be honest, if I was a mental health expert, I probably would spend less time on Twitch. Because, fuck me. Jesus. It's probably not the healthiest thing in the world. But it is nice. What prompted this was somebody saying that it's, you know, or I think it was me saying that, you know, a lot of people here have some mental health issues. And I remember saying to my therapist that it's kind of nice, because occasionally I'll see people talking about it in my Discord or in a WhatsApp group I'm in related to streaming or something like that. And I'm like, oh, that's kind of cool. Like, we're all going through some stuff. It's kind of nice, right? It's like solidarity or something, if that makes any sense. That train would be a nice house. I don't think you can build in the train, but I think in real life, I would like to live in something that size. I was joking about this when my parents were over. I was like, they were like, you know, the house is very small, and I was joking about the house being small, and they were like, and do you mind? And I was, you know, no, it's fine. Like, it's completely fine. Like, I would actually like it smaller, to be honest. Like, I was saying that I would be perfectly happy. The garden is really nice, but aside from that, I'd be perfectly happy living in a studio flat. I think it's good. Was it Poop Lord who stole all your shit? No. It was it? It was Arcane Blacksmith, right? Let's put them on the kill list. It's never gonna fucking happen. Why can you all say cunt, but Automod gets mad at me. Automod on Twitch is very, very sensitive about a lot of stuff, right? And so I've turned on auto mod because it does flag some actual good stuff sometimes. Sometimes there's stuff that gets said in this chat, and I go, that's not really on, and I just leave it banned, right? But in the rest of the cases, I just trust my mods to go, that's probably fine, and they just allow it forever. I'm still waiting for ADHD medication. I have heard that Britain is really fucking bad with that. Still waiting on the doctors and that for 121. Apparently, I don't know what that means. Apparently, they want to find out what else is wrong with me. No, that's enough, please. ADHD and chronic depression is more than enough. Yeah. You do run the risk of when you go to a doctor for a diagnosis and they diagnose you with like 4 other things and you're like, could it just be the one, please? Oh. I think I've allowed your shit like 3 times so far, so I think it's just messed up. I think it's different spellings, right? Like, your shit, you are shit, your apostrophe E or E shit, you know, all of those different spellings each get flagged up as a separate one. Oh, I hit my microphone. Right. Stuff. Locks and shit. Please, like, let me put away my things again. I'm so upset. Let's start sorting away stuff, right? This'll be fine. It'll be all fine and nice. So, we want to pick this up. So make me a hammer. There we go. And we want to sort this away. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be amazing. We're going to have no more problems with anything. It's all going to be fine, I swear. Sorry, I'm still recovering from the fucking thing. From the raid. I've lost so much. But this here, I'm going to try and sort through some stuff and it'll be fine. And it'll be all fine and dandy. Okay, this is all stuff that needs to go into this main chest. So we're going to get there. We're going to get there and it'll be fine. And we won't be frightened anymore. And everything will be good. Okay? Believe me, please. Did he leave any of the gunpowder? Yes, gunpowder. Amazing. Because we will need gunpowder at some point soon, I would say. And then just random, you know, materials and stuff. That's good. Please, more random materials. It's coming together. I'm on Zoloft for ADHD and depression. It helps with depression, but I can't even make supper half the time because I get distracted with stupid shit. That's ADHD. I've heard. I don't even go to my private doctor anymore, really, unless I have to, because he thinks I'm a drug addict. I don't think he's ever read my journal, which would explain a lot. Yeah, actually, my doctor has been quite good when he's fucking there. It's a big problem with my doctor, right? Like, minor doctor complaint. He's a really good doctor, and he's lovely. Like, he's been genuinely nothing but lovely to me. And very understanding about everything. And in fact, I keep saying, oh, I'm not sure about going on this medication. He keeps just throwing more medication at me, going like, it's fine, just go on it, please. You need it. I'm like, okay, thank you. But he's lovely, except he's never fucking there. It's really irritating. Like, he'll be there, like, you know, 20% of the days. And sometimes I'll go there and they'll just go like, oh, this new guy is here, like a temp doctor. And he doesn't know your history or anything, so you'll have to explain it all again to him. And I'm like, I don't want to. I'm gonna leave now, I think. I've already done it enough. I don't wanna. So, you know, anyway. Doctors, they're cool, but also sometimes annoying. Let me just get these out as well. Oh, I don't know where to fucking put where now. Okay, I should probably put down some more chests. Like, a chest can go here, right? Definitely. A chest can go here. And a chest can go here as well. That's going to be fine, okay? So this one can be clothes, let's say. So let's put some clothes in here. All the armor that we're not using, this can be clothes. This can be bullets, because that's the weapon chest. Okay, we're nearly done, by the way, if anybody's very annoyed by this. We are very nearly done. We've nearly sorted everything out. We're nearly back. It's just been rough, okay? It's just been a bit rough. Oh, that one still has stuff in it, apparently. What's in it? Just some meats. Okay, good. We lost our fridge. That's honestly a depressing thing to lose. Because I like having a fridge. Fuck, I don't know. What? Can we fit another chest here right now? Yes. And then we'll put the fridge out here, I think. We'll just say we put the fridge here. This can stand in for our fridge. If we find another fridge, that'll be a fridge. But for now, it's just a chest, alright? It's fine. Meats. 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 Done. Okay, good. Put on a lock. Perfect. Did you use your level 2 workbench too? I did, which is very bad, because I don't have any scrap left. I love when docs and opticians look at you weirdly, swing back towards the computer and start typing horrendously loudly. I remember when I first went down to the doctor, my GP, right, about some, about possibly getting some therapy and some mental health medication and stuff like that. I remember I filled out a form, right? I filled out a form that was like, how do you feel on a daily basis? And it was like, rate these feelings from 1 to 10. And then I handed it in, and then he came out and went, please come in right away. And then sat there and typed for about, hell, the death scream, typed for about, I would say 15 minutes while I sat there as he looked back and forth at me. And I was like, this feels strange. I don't know what's going on here. Is this good? Is this bad? I still don't know, really. Right. Where am I going to put all my fucking ore and stuff? I guess I can make one more chest and put it here, right? Yeah, this will fit here without, like, causing problems. Yeah, okay. Okay, that's fine. And then we need to get locks on all of these. One more. And I never locked my tool chest. Oh, God. God, I'm bad at this game. Right, you go here, you go here, you go here. And then all of these can go at the bottom. Oh, look, we're actually finally about there. Oh my God, it's so amazing. We're actually finally kind of there. We've kind of sorted everything away. How nice is that? Right, we'll put the last of the food away. We'll put that there. Actually, I'll smelt some more stuff as well. I'll start smelting some more metal, because we can start recovering the metal. I really should put shutters or something on these, or get better weapons. Or, not weapons, coverings. Whatever they're called. Everything fine? We have human meats in here. We have Mikey meat. We'll put the raw food down here, the vegetables here. And I think that's it. I think we have just finished everything. I think we've just finished everything. Did you ever do weights? No, I completely forgot. Oh, God. I'll do weights in a second, then. Oh, we're back, baby. We're back. Everything's back. We're back. Now, we did lose almost everything, but at least our storeroom is back up and running. Our house is repaired. Our tool chest is in a safer position. Yeah, minus the guns, exactly. We have something. We can deal with it now, at least, right? We can sort of deal with it. Lock this, for the love of God. There. Mikey meat. Mikey meat, TM. Good stuff. Oh. Okay, I'll do weights, and then we'll head out and try and gather some scrap and see who we meet along the way. We've got a shotgun. Sure, that'll help, right? Get rid of some of those windows? No. What I want is some of those, like, almost shuttered windows that, like, they almost look like, you know, battlement crenellations, where there's just, like, a little archer slit for you. I've seen someone with those. Can you find the person and kill them? Possibly, but they've got all my stuff now. I'd recommend fortifying things. This arcade doesn't visit again in 2 days. What can I even fortify, though? I guess getting up to metal. So that's what's happening, right? Like, I'm getting lots of metal, so I might, as soon as possible, get metal walls. Honeycomb your wall. Oh, yeah, that's a thing. Okay, right. You know what? Let's go materials gathering, and then we'll honeycomb, right? So metal here, and then we'll honeycomb around the edges. Because I think this is able to be honeycombed, this base. At least along the bottom. Might be okay. Let's see what happens. Let's go get some materials. We'll go try and find some scrap. Ooh, some high quality metal free. Ooh, look at that. Very nice. Anyway, let's go out adventuring. We'll gather materials and see if we can make stuff better. Wait, fuck me, I forgot. I'm so sorry. Fine. Instead, we'll do weights, then we'll do the thing I just said. Cool. This is going to be the stupidest thing I've ever said in this game, right? I don't really like honeycombing things because it makes it look less nice. But look at this. Look how nice it looks. I do need to get rid of these ladders. How do I get rid of these? That I couldn't be bothered reaching that one. Fine. Also, why do I still have these on my inventory? Ah! Fuck it, they can go there for now. I'll scrap this, I guess. Let's just go quickly put stuff away. I just love the music. These, I'm assuming, are song lyrics that have just been posted in my chat. I do not recognize them, though, so I'll just assume. And what do we need to scrap? We need to scrap these, this, these. Right? Everything here gets scrapped. That should give us something, right? Give us some stuff. Fine, let's do the thing. Let's do the thing. What was I looking up last? Commonwealth Games, apparently. And Kookaburra sits in the old gum tree. Let's go down to the music. Wait, show chat replay. Where's my playlist, you bastard? Why'd you go off my playlist? YouTube, can you just work? Maybe at some point. Could you just work? No, don't go to their fucking account. There we go. Oh, that still doesn't work. I need to redo that still. Wait, fuck me. 60 reps and then we'll get back to the game. Oh, that feels heavier than it used to. I haven't done this in a few days.
America's best aerobic athlete.
I'm also wearing a cloak, which doesn't help. Hang on. 1, 2. Oh, my arms hurt and I don't know why. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. This is my favorite bit of it. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 8, 9, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 50,
America's best
51,
aerobic athlete.
52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60. It's very hot today. Did I mention that earlier? Oh, Jesus. There we go. Go back to the game screen. If I redeem it, do you have to do it again? Yes, but I'll probably give it like 10 minutes. Because that felt slightly weird. Oh. Let's go out, shall we? Oh, my hands feel strange. It's been a few days since I did that. Anyway, what else can I talk about? Another 60. Yes, I've decided. 60 reps. Oh, I can talk about movies again. Everybody likes when I talk about movies, right? I watched Prey last night. You know, Prey, the new Predator movie, which I didn't know was a Predator movie until fairly recently. I thought it was just a generic action movie. Turns out it's a Predator movie. I watched it because it got like rave reviews and everybody I know on Twitter was saying it was the best movie they'd ever seen. So I watched it. It was fine. It's all right. Yeah, it was okay. It was not amazing. It was not Hello, Max Awesome Sauce. It was no spoilers. Obviously, no spoil. It came out like a week ago. There's no way I'm spoiling the fucking movie. It was okay. Like, you know, it's kind of a generic sort of thriller action movie. You wouldn't call it a horror or anything, Jesus. But like a generic kind of action thriller, but with a predator in it. It was kind of fun. It was what you'd expect, which is, you know, predator fucking shit up in a village.
You need slapping
That's
down.
kind of all you need, really. Slapping down. We are going the right way, right? Yes, good. Wait, no, we're not. We need to go to the gas station first to mulch this shit down. I heard the Prey is a better predator. I heard that Prey was a better Predator movie than Predator. I might agree. I think it's at least as good. It's just I've never been huge. I think Predator is a little bit overrated. I think the movie Predator, the first one, is pretty good, but it's not amazing. It's pretty good. I like the movie. I've seen it like fucking 5 times or something because it's always on. But, you know, it's a pretty good movie. It's just not great. All other Predator movies are terrible and fucking unwatchable garbage. And then this one is pretty good again. It's like as good as the first one, I would say. Similar kind of vibe as well. You know, it's basically just the first Predator movie again, let's be honest. But without the, like, ridiculous over-the-top toxic masculinity. Which is kind of funny to watch, let's be honest. Like, that giant handshake at the start of Predator is one of my favourite cinematic moments of all time. I love it. But, you know, it's pretty good. I'd recommend Prey, I think. But, you know, I after it finished, I was like, oh, that's it then. You know, I wasn't like, oh, that was an amazing movie. I was like, oh, that was a thing I watched. It was fine. What about the cinematic masterpiece that is Alien v Predator? This was brought up in Emmy's chat earlier. Shout out to Emmy. This was brought up in Emmy's chat earlier. Somebody was saying that they really liked AVP, Alien vs. Predator. And I could not fathom that. Like, how do you... That movie is so bad. I will say, it's better than the second one. It's not even that bad, really. It's just compared to either Alien or Predator. It's bad. Emmy was killing giant monsters and gorillas. Oh, hello, Barload. Welcome. I'm still alive. Welcome. Glad to hear it. I reserve judgment until the Dreya review is written up. I don't think... Honestly, this might be a damning... I'll shout myself out. People do. This might be a damning thing. I don't think it was interesting enough to write a review on the Prey movie. I think in order for me to write a review on a game or a movie, it has to surprise me or, you know, leave me with lingering feelings. I'll forget that I watched Prey in the next 6 months. Somebody will bring it up and I'll go, oh yeah, that movie about the, like, Native Americans and the Predator. And they'll go, yeah. And I'll go, oh yeah, I remember that being alright. That's kind of the gist of my feelings on it. It's fine. Like, it's completely fine. It's like an 8. No, 7.5. 8's generous. Let's say it's a 7.5 out of 10 if you want a rating. It's like a solid action thriller movie. It's fine. Go watch it if you want. Honestly, it's nice to see a Predator movie that doesn't suck. So, in and of itself, that's an achievement, right? Because, I don't know, Aliens vs. Predator is a great matchup in theory, and the video games are fantastic, right? Like, from what I remember. I remember playing a lot of Aliens vs. Predator 2 in like primary school. Like, a lot of it. And I don't know if that's held up well, because it's a game that came out in like 2000, but, you know. Is it scarier than Stranger Things? I would say there is not a frame of horror in the new Predator movie. Not that the original... It doesn't need it. I mean, it's not like the original Predator was a horror movie. There's nothing scary in the original Predator either. But I did see a couple of people saying, like, oh, it's like a horror action movie, the new Predator. And I was like, you have a very low bar for horror. If that's a horror movie to you. It's gory. Well, although not really, even. I think it's rated 18s. Well, no, I think it's rated 16s, which in America is like a hard R, because they're Puritans. But, I don't think it's particularly gory. It's just gorier than you might expect going in. There's a lot of CGI blood and stuff. Actually, the CG isn't great. Was this looted recently? Did I loot this? But I'd say it's a movie that, like, a 12-year-old could watch. You did that. Oh, God. I'd say it's a movie a 12-year-old could watch comfortably without, you know, feeling any ickiness or frightenedness. I had a nightmare after watching Halloween Town. I don't even know what Halloween Town is, but I'm assuming it's a children's movie. I mean, I can't talk. I have a really high tolerance for horror movies. Like, I basically do not get frightened by horror movies. It is very, very rare that I'll ever get frightened by a horror movie or anything like that. Horror book as well. Horror games freak me the fuck out. Horror movies, nothing. But when I was a kid, I was the opposite. And I had nightmares for, I would say, 3 years after watching Ghostbusters. You know Ghostbusters? The light-hearted 80s comedy. I watched Ghostbusters, and the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man at the end of that movie freaked me out so badly that I had to leave the room. I couldn't stay in the same room as it. And since, for about 3 years afterwards, and fuck me, that noise. Oh my God. Okay, there's somebody. This is a very low range, but I guess we'll try it. Stay behind him. The rain will mask our footsteps. There we go. Yes, materials. Fantastic. That's what we wanted. Wanted materials, wanted some scrap. Ah, fuck off. I don't have any ammo. Wait, I do. I have a stone thing. Fuck me. Oh. Oh, baby. Okay. What do we want? We want you and you. And a note. With nothing on it. Can I write on this note? How do I write on this note? I can't believe you've done this! What? There we go. Let's run away. Bye. He knew that was coming. I'm out of ammunition now is the problem, but nobody else knows that. Let's just pretend we have ammo. You didn't find the Blair Witch scary? No, I didn't find the Blair Witch scary at all. I thought the Blair Witch was I never saw it as a kid, though. And I think Blair Witch is frightening if you're a kid. Because I watched it as an adult recently. And I watched it as a teenager and remember being quite bored. But I watched it again recently because I was like, maybe I was wrong. You know what? Maybe I was wrong about the Blair Witch Project. Maybe it's good. Maybe it's really good. And I just wasn't ready for it as a teenager. Maybe it's fine. And so I watched it again and was so profoundly bored by it that, Jesus Christ, I'm shocked I made it through. I nearly fell asleep during the Blair Witch Project. I hated it, to be honest. It was Fight Club that fucked me up when I was 18. I was like, what if I develop an evil twin in my brain? That's very specific. Oh, here's another boy. I have no bullets. Let's avoid. Wait, L10. That anywhere near me? It's nowhere near me, thank God. Fuck me, there's a lot of raids happening. I wasn't expecting this. The previous wipes have been a lot more friendly. Do you even see the Blair Witch and Blair Witch Project? Spoilers for the Blair Witch Project. A movie from like 25 years ago. Follow in 3, 2, 1. You do not. No, you just see some sticks and shit. It's fine. There's nothing scary in Blair Witch. There's some very, very annoying teens that, you know, wander around in the woods for 2 hours screaming at each other. That's it. Oh, fucking wolves. Wait, what is that wolf running from? I got specifically freaked out that anything gave me a fear of going completely insane. I get that. I remember when I was a kid, I was frightened by the concept of Alzheimer's, or dementia, whatever you want to call it. Which is a pretty fucked up thing to happen to anybody, so it makes sense. But, you know, as a child, you're not really at risk of that. But I remember being frightened of it. Requiem for a Dream deeply scarred me when I was 15. I have never seen Requiem for a Dream. I've just heard exclusively people saying that it fucked them up. So maybe it'd be fine, but, you know, I've heard nothing but people saying, oh yeah, that fucked me up really badly. I saw it when it came out, and I was completely underwhelmed by how shit the Blair Witch Project was. Thank you, somebody else. I will say, actually, anybody I've talked to who's watched the Blair Witch Project recently has said that it kind of sucks, and that it wasn't as good as they had it in their memory. So maybe it's just a recency thing, like... You know, I think Blair Witch was more remembered for its marketing gimmicks than its actual content, right? Like, the Blair Witch Project was one of the first movies that used the internet in an interesting way. Dreya plays Blair Witch the game. The other thing is that I've heard that the game is pretty not good, right? The game is not meant to be great. Some people do like it. I've heard people express some good things about it, but very few of them. Most people have said that game is not very good, so I've just never bothered. I loved it. It might be more time and place. Yeah, maybe if you came of age when that movie was out, maybe you have, like, different feelings about it, right? But yeah, for me, watching it in my 20s, in, like, the 2020s, I was like, you had to be there. Exactly. It's cool it pioneered a few things, but maybe it's not that good on a Wii watch. Yeah, maybe at the time you're like, oh, nothing's ever done this before. At least not that I've seen. And you'd feel differently about it. I could not put myself in that mindset. And I usually can. I watch a lot of very old movies, because I think sometimes they're good. Like, I watch a lot of movies from the 40s, 50s, 60s, because I like watching... You know, I have a big list of movies that I have, like, on my phone or something, that is, you know, old classic movies that you're supposed to watch as, like, important media, that I'm slowly working my way through with Emma, right? And I really enjoy most of them. But I find that movies from the 90s, in general, have aged worse than movies from the 40s. Which, again, doesn't make a huge amount of sense, but I think that movies kind of broke in the 90s. Like, anytime I watch one, I'm like, oh, this is not very good, or it's very sort of melodramatic, and the directing's a bit weird. Like, I think some of the classic... Like, I'd rather watch, I don't know, I think 12 Angry Men has aged better than The Matrix, basically. I love 90s movies. I disagree. Well, again, I'm just going to ask, were you born in the early 90s? Anybody saying that? Because Matrix sucks. The Matrix is a very good movie, I'll say. But it's just the way it's filmed and the way it's directed screams the 90s, late 80s. I think I like The Matrix. Now, The Matrix sequels, that's a whole other thing. But I like The Matrix. I've watched The Matrix probably like 5 times. I think it's great. I don't think they've ever made another good thing, the Wachowski sisters. I think they made that as a fluke, and then never made anything great since. But, you know, I was a kid in the 90s still. In 99, I was 7. I think that, maybe that counts, because I was, in 1999, I was 3, right? So maybe I don't have the 90s nostalgia you need. But I don't know. It depends. Like, I didn't watch much 90s stuff till I was older. I just think, when I've been rewatching classic movies... I think movies from the 90s tend to be worse on average than movies from the 70s or the 2000s and 2010s. The Matrix would be better if they had never made any sequels. I think a lot of people seemed to like the new one, right? The new Resurrections, whatever it's called. I watched about 15 minutes of it, and then I didn't walk out, because I was watching it at my parents' house, and I had to leave. But in that 15 minutes... it did not really impress me. I was like, it's a movie. It's fine. But, I mean, it all seemed very on the nose. I mean, they were playing fucking White Rabbit while pills showered down on Neo. And I was like, Seems a bit hacky, to be honest, but I guess that's kind of the point. That's what they were kind of doing. Matrix Resurrections hurt me. It was like a fan movie. It's kind of the vibe I got, but I think that was kind of the point, right? At least from what I read about it in tweets. It was kind of the, because the whole thing of the movie is that they're trying to make like a video game based on the Matrix. And it's sort of goofy fans who maybe didn't really get the Matrix doing it, so maybe it was meant to be like that. I love the whole Matrix trilogy, although the first one is definitely much better. Oh, thank you, Mark, for the follow. That's very, very kind of you. The first one's definitely much better. I have seen this a lot, right? People recently saying that, oh, rude. What? Dreya is unofficially unwelcome on Charter Island. Dreya is unwelcome everywhere. Excuse me? Sorry, I noticed people raiding shit and now I'm very concerned. Oh no. Oh no. That's genuinely rude. What was I saying? Sorry, I got distracted by that. Oh, that's it. I've noticed a lot of people in the last couple of years, I knew your horrid reputation would fuck us, defending the Matrix sequels, right? And I never thought they were as bad as a lot of people said, right? But I wouldn't defend them. I don't think they're good. It kind of reminds me of when Zoomers got really into the prequels, the Star Wars prequels recently, like a few years ago, and that whole rise of like prequel memes happened. And I felt like I was being gaslit because the Star Wars prequels are so unforgivably terrible. Like, they're fucking unwatchable. Especially the first two. The third one's bearable. It's fine. But, Phantom Menace and Clone Wars are fucking horrible. They're so bad. I watched them recently and they're so fucking grindingly boring. Especially Phantom Menace. The prequels are great. Silas, you're killing me. They're so fun. They're not, though. The third one's kind of fun. Like, it has some stuff going on. The Phantom Menace is one of the most boring movies I've ever seen. Especially the fucking pod racing sequence. This is what I always heard. Because I didn't see them as a kid, right? But what I had always heard is that, Phantom Menace isn't great, but there's two scenes that are amazing. There's the pod racing sequence, and then there's the Duel of the Fates, where Darth Maul and whoever the fuck fight. And I was like, okay, maybe I'll get something out of it. Those two sequences made me fucking want to die. I was like, this is even worse than the rest of it. I'd rather fucking Jar Jar Binks come back than watch pod racing again. It goes on for like 25 minutes and nothing happens. Oh, sorry, I had a rant there. Anyone remember that thing that George Lucas had written all the Star Wars stories as one and chose to release the middle segment first? I know. My partner's very mad at you right now. A lot of people are. Look, it's another thing of me having a bad take. I'm aware that this is happening, but Jesus. The prequels proved that was a lie for me. They're just... It baffled me when I saw people saying they liked them. It was that... I found them that annoying. But look, I mean... I will always say it, because I go off on movies a lot here, and music and books and media in general, that I vehemently dislike. I have had a couple of people say that, or react in a way that is almost like defensive, or like, and I'm not saying anyone has in this chat, but react in a way that's like, oh, I really like that movie, in like a sad way, and I'm like, good, like, it's good that you like those movies. Like, say the Phantom Menace. If you like the Phantom Menace, good, that's genuinely a good thing, because you have more joy in your life than I do. Like, you have something that you can look on with happiness, whereas when I think of the Phantom Menace, I just roll my eyes. That's not better. Like, that's not a good thing. It's better to be happier, obviously. Anyway, anytime I mock something, like the times I lay into the MCU, the MCU might be a little bit different because I do think they are, like, genuinely killing art, but in general, when I lay into some sort of movie or something that people like, it's good that you like it. Like, it's good. Don't pretend not to like it, or, you know, make yourself more cynical. It's too late for me. It's too late for me in general. I'm a fucking miserable prick. But, you know, embrace that you like things. That's been a big thing that I think Zoomers have gotten right. When I grew up, because I'm on the cusp of being a Zoomer. I think I'm technically a millennial, but like young millennial. And I don't really like being a millennial. But I think Zoomers have really embraced the sort of earnest cringe thing, right? Where it's no longer cool to be a sarcastic prick, and it very much was when I grew up. When I was in school, if you expressed like for something, you were instantly uncool and bullied. That is no longer quite the case anymore, which is good. It's a good thing. Although now it's gone too far the other way sometimes, and it's now like the whole toxic positivity thing, where it's like, you know, it's okay to like things. You're talking about triumph of the will. What are you talking about? Let me put on the light. I forgot I had a light. I want a light here in the hallway. There we go. Just light up the base. But I don't know. Some of it is, I think, unforgivable. Like, a lot of the Marvel movies, and I'm so sorry if Emmy is still here, because I know she's a Marvel stan, but some of the Marvel movies, it confuses me that people can watch them. Not all of them. Some of them are fine. Some of them are okay. Some of them I even like. But a lot of the Marvel movies, they feel so sterile and so sort of made by committee that it kind of confuses me when people say they like them, because I'm like, what's there to latch onto? You know, it's like, it feels like it's made by a group of like 1,500 focus groups rather than a director, right? But, you know, some people like them a lot. It's fine, right? And I think Marvel is a generally pretty bad company. I'm a Marvel hater with a few exceptions. A lot of us in chat are. There's just a few that very much aren't. And I always try and preface it with that. Because, you know, again, good to like things. Like things. Like things. I would have been thrilled if you had told me there'd be loads of comic book films as a kid, but so many of them leave me cold. I think a lot of tolerance for those movies comes from the comic book people, right? Where they grew up reading comic books and kind of being made fun of for reading comic books, because a lot of people were, right? Like, a lot of people who read comic books were kind of like, not outcasts, but made fun of a lot in school or whatever. And now comic books are kind of cool, and so I think the movies get a lot of passes for maybe being dumber and more corporate than they are, or for being as dumb and corporate as they are, because, you know, it's made it more socially acceptable and good to like Marvel and DC and shit like that. I don't know. This is all sort of conjecture, by the way. Shouldn't take this with any sort of authority. Okay, I mean, I need ammo. Do we have any ammo? We do. Take this ammo, and we'll go back out immediately, because we need more gear. We just need more gear. Do you know the comics are actually for dumb children? Look, I don't disagree. I've never really gotten comics. If you like comics, that's cool, right? But I've never read an issue of a comic and enjoyed myself. And it's always weird, because I'm never really sure where to start with comics. Like, it seems like because comics kind of just go on forever, it's always that thing of like, oh, which run do I start with? Which author do I read first? And it all seems very confusing, and there's lots of conflicting information, so I end up just not reading any of them, right? But, you know, comics are fine, I'm sure. I may have previously said this, but there doesn't seem to be a counterculture now. Annoyingly, it's weird. I don't think there's a proper counterculture. I would say, like, in terms of media, like big famous media, like in the 70s you had like New Hollywood was the counterculture, right? Where it was people like Scorsese and Coppola and Cassavetes, and, you know, the Italian neorealism people coming in from the across the ocean and stuff like that. And that was kind of counterculture cinema. You had like the death of the westerns and the rise of like more interesting intellectual cinema. And then you had still the blockbuster trash as well. which isn't trash. You can like blockbusters. I'm sorry. But now it seems like that's become the counterculture again, right? Because that became mainstream. And then now it's like people will mock you on Twitter if you like, you know, Taxi Driver or something like that. And it's like, because it's like a dumb old movie that nobody likes, I'll watch Marvel instead. I've seen takes like that. And it's like, oh, that's depressing. But I don't know, maybe there is a counterculture, it's just that I'm not involved in it, you know? Like, that's always the worry, right? Is that there might be a counterculture, you're just too nerdy and sort of mainstream to know what it is. You know, like an old 50s dad who, like, is wondering what all of this new music is. It's like, I've never heard of this before. What is this? I don't like it. I don't know. I'm sure they're still doing cool stuff. They never should have revived Hollywood, let it die. Well, I don't know. Because I like New Hollywood stuff. A lot of bad shit came out of New Hollywood, but I like New Hollywood. If you don't know what New Hollywood is, it's, you know, people like I just mentioned. Like, the death of the kind of, like, big westerns and spectacle Bible epics of, like, the golden age of Hollywood in the 50s and 60s. And then the rise of sort of more insular, you know, introspective movies like Martin Scorsese films and John Cassavetes and that kind of thing. Taxi Driver's kind of an incel story, not a fan. I would say Taxi Driver, because a lot of people say that. I would say I didn't find Taxi Driver, and I'm not exactly an authority on it, I didn't find Taxi Driver to be an incel movie in the same way that, like, Joker is definitely an incel movie. I think Taxi Driver threads the line, because Travis Bickle, the lead character in Taxi Driver, is so fucking pathetic throughout and so obviously a villain that it kind of pulls it off a bit. There are definitely some incel-y scenes in it, though, I will agree. But when you compare it to, like, the Joker, like, the Joker is so fucking incel-y. Like, the fucking dance sequences that he has, and he's a precious little flower, really. He's not a bad guy. He's just been let down by society. I was like, oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, it made me want to vomit leaving the cinema from Joker. It felt like the Joker was made by somebody who saw Taxi Driver or King of Comedy and didn't get it, right? I kind of preferred Mean Streets to Taxi Driver because I found Bickle a bit of a melt. Yes, definitely. I really, really love Taxi Driver, by the way, so I'm definitely biased, so I take all this with a hint of salt. Like, you know, I can't be trusted on my opinions because I'm biased on it. But, I really liked Travis Bickle, not Travis Bickle, you're not meant to like Travis Bickle, but I really liked Taxi Driver a lot. I haven't seen Mean Streets yet. And, what else? I like a lot of his movies, basically. King of Comedy is really good as well. Also, it had Jodie Foster as a teen playing a sex worker as an actual IRL child, and she got sexually harassed after that. Yes, it did. That was, I think she was a teenager. She was a child actor, Jodie Foster, at first, and then came back later as an adult actor. But there is a plot line in Taxi Driver. I'm about to spoil minor aspects of a 50-year-old movie, if anyone's wondering. But there's a sequence or a plot line in Taxi Driver where Travis Bickle has sort of convinced himself that he's this sort of avenging angel of society because he's a fucking freak, right? He's like a white supremacist nightmare. And so he's going to become a terrorist, he decides. And part of this whole hero fantasy he has is that he finds this child sex worker, right? And decides that he's going to, like, pretend, basically, like, live out his hero fantasy through sort of rescuing her. And the way he does that is really fucked up and weird and, you know, bloody and strange. And she's not into it either. And, yeah, it's a very fucked up role in a very fucked up movie. But as a result of that, she got stalked afterwards. Like, she got stalked, I think, in the by a guy. And the guy tried to assassinate Ronald Reagan to impress her. He recently got out of prison, and he does music covers on YouTube. Which is fucking bizarre to think about. Like, it wasn't that long ago. He tried to kill Ronald Reagan And at first, when you hear somebody trying to kill Ronald Reagan, you think, oh, the most based person in the world. But then you find out that it was because he was stalking Jodie Foster because of a role in a child movie. And you're like, oh no. Yes, Hinckley Jr., that guy. IRL, she was 12, blows my mind. Yeah, you could argue it was unethical, I think. I think that's a fair criticism. I don't think it's meant to be an incel movie, but I do think some people don't realise it's not a character to look up to. It's always in those, like, starter packs that you see online, right? Of, like, you missed the point by idolising this character. And it's like, you know, some of them have more merit than others. I think Travis Bickly, I think if you see him as a hero, you have not seen the movie, right? Because he is so pathetic. I actually mentioned this on a stream at some point, didn't I? That the thing that surprised me most about Taxi Driver was seeing the "Are you talking to me?" scene in the mirror, right? When he's doing that, when he's like pointing around the mirror and trying to psych himself up to commit an assassination, basically, and become a terrorist, right? He's doing that like, "Are you talking to me? There's nobody else in the room. Are you talking to me?" Anytime that's referenced or parodied, it's always in like a cool guy voice. And like being cool and posing in the mirror, when in the movie it's the most pathetic thing you've ever seen in your life, almost to the point of it being funny. And it was very strange to me, because I was like, oh, people have really misrepresented this for me. But you know, there's definitely some moments where it's actually sexist and actually incelly. I would say the female lead in that movie is one of the worst written characters of all time. I think the female lead, I can't remember her name because she basically may as well not have a name. She works in like a political office as a staffer in the movie, and that is all the personality she has. She is a blank nothing of a character and is just used as a plot point. It's a really bad character, and it is like a genuine flaw with that movie. But you know, I think that might be the only flaw for the movie for me. It was just super overrated to me, and there wasn't any reason to care about it. Again, I can see it. After hearing you say it so many times, I want to see if the word incel is still auto-blocked. No. Turns out, I think I unlocked it because, look, if you can't make fun of an incel on the internet, what's the point of being on the internet? Of course it's not going to be blocked on this chat. Is there an element that there haven't been representations of these weird people and weird stories in mainstream medias before then? Definitely. Like, there was. Like, one of my favourite movies ever is a movie from 1945 called The Lost Weekend. It's a Billy Wilder movie, who went on to make some comedy movies like The Apartment and Some Like It Hot. But it's a very, very dark, gritty movie from the 40s about alcoholism. And the guy is a nightmare. He's not really an anti-hero. He's a pathetic man who is a deeply alcoholic lunatic. And it's just his adventures throughout a day, right? As he tries to come to terms with his life, right? And it's a fantastic movie, and I'd recommend it. But it wasn't the norm, I would say. There was a period in the 40s when it was with noir and stuff like that, where it became a bit more acceptable to portray weird, unwholesome characters on screen. And they always had to be wary of it in America with the Hays Code. And then there was a period in the 70s when it became popular again with New Hollywood. Before and after and between those two times, not really as much. Now it's actually becoming popular again with the rise of like the anti-hero stuff. Like, what's that show that everybody loves that I still haven't seen and I'm embarrassed about? Fleabag. Fleabag and things like BoJack Horseman and Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul. Movies about sort of pathetic, or movies and TV shows about sort of pathetic anti-heroes are kind of back a little bit. But you wouldn't call that countercultural either. Like, you know, they're huge. I don't know. This is all rambling and means nothing, by the way. If anybody is wondering if I have a point, I don't. I don't even know why I'm going up this dome. I'm just walking around. I haven't seen Fleabag either. Fleabag is meant to be one of the best shows ever, but I've just never gotten around to seeing it. All I know about it is that there's apparently a priest in it who's really hot. I've been told by Emma many times. I haven't heard much about it. Maybe it's just an international thing, because it was definitely one of the biggest shows ever here. One of the biggest shows ever here. And then, you know, you hear about it constantly. What's Rust? Rust is this game. The priest is Moriarty from Sherlock? I never watched much of Sherlock, the Stephen Moffat, Mark Gatiss Sherlock, because I found it more than a little bit insufferable. Yes, it is a UK show. I found it more than a little bit, like, massively irritating. So, you know, never bothered. Also, I've heard some stuff about, you know, queer baiting and stuff like that, which just kind of puts me off, because a lot of Stephen Moffat stuff has that. I think I saw a trailer and it looked interesting, so I'll give it a go. I think everybody likes Fleabag, right? I hate Sherlock Holmes. I have never really read any Sherlock Holmes. Like, I've never read the actual Arthur Conan Doyle stories. I've never seen the Basil Rathbone ones from the, I want to say 30s, 40s? And I've never seen much of the new Benedict Cumberbatch stuff. You know what? Embarrassingly, I think the main experience I have with Sherlock Holmes is those fucking trashy Robert Downey Jr. movies. Those are not great, but I think I've seen both of those for some reason. I hate Sherlock. I loved Elementary initially, but went downhill after a couple of seasons. This isn't meant to be an insult in any way, because I like my mum. But you have, I think, the exact same taste in media as my mum. Right? What's happening? Never trust Bomber. Kill Dreya on sight. I resent all these comments about my character. Jesus Christ. They are great. How dare you? But my mum loved Elementary. I think it was mainly because she had a crush on the guy playing Sherlock Holmes. I can't remember his name. It's not Johnny Lee Miller? Is that his name? I can't remember. But the guy from Train Spotting, I think, is the guy from Elementary. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, she's like really into him for some reason. Lol, Johnny Lee Miller, yes. I was like, eh. And I think, who else is in it? Lucy Liu is in it. I have a crush on Lucy Liu. As I was saying it. I think Lucy Liu's in it. Who else is in it? Natalie Dormer's not in that movie, or in that show, is she? I have a vague memory of that. I love Hackers so much. I've never seen Hackers. Oh no, that's wrong. I've seen parts of Hackers, and honestly, it looks like the most ridiculous thing in the world in a fun way. I think that does cheesy well. Yes, she comes into it. I don't really like Natalie Dormer either. I don't think I really like Natalie Dormer. I've never seen her in anything good. Maybe she's a good actor. I've just never seen her in anything good. Like, I didn't really like Game of Thrones. It was fine. I was forced to watch some Game of Thrones. After burning out on the books when I was a kid, I didn't really have any interest in the show, but I was forced by Emma to watch episodes here and there as they came out. And I thought she was fine, but I was never really that impressed with her. And then everything she's been in since, I've been like, oof. Oof. Like, I have seen a single episode of Elementary and was not into it. You'll be shocked to discover. I love Hackers. Mess with the best. Remember when Lucy Liu represented all of Asians in Hollywood for a time? Yes! And wasn't there a thing about Bill Murray having an argument with her? I don't keep up with celebrity news, to be honest. Hack the planet. Hackers, I don't know. It's endearing, right? It's fun. It's a fun time. It's terrible, but in a fun, like, charming way, I guess is the word I'm looking for. I need lots of scrap. I think we're coming up on enough scrap to rebuild our level 2 workbench. He's such an asshole. He is. It's a bit like John Cleese, right? Or, oh, who's another one? Funny people who are monsters. Like, where they make you laugh, but you're like, oh, I shouldn't be laughing. He's a monster. John Cleese is a good example. Bill Murray is an example, where I find Bill Murray very funny and entertaining, but fuck me, I wouldn't want to spend time with him. Basically everyone from Monty Python, except like a couple of them, right? Dreya is a good example. Apparently he was abusive to everyone on set, and she stood up for one of the crew. It's a big pattern with him. So he's doing a Chevy Chase. I was never a huge Chevy Chase fan, but Chevy Chase had that kind of reputation as well, right? I always thought Bill Murray was overrated, but he's been in some good movies, sadly. He is sometimes really great. Like, he is fantastic in Wes Anderson movies. it will surprise nobody that I love Wes Anderson, right? Like, Wes Anderson, who has some troubling tropes in his movies, but you know, Wes Anderson probably about as far from Marvel as you can get. I fucking love Wes Anderson movies. Shocked. Oh my god, lols. Oh, I love Wes. Oh, I love him. But anyway, except actually, I didn't really like The French Dispatch, the recent one. I thought it was overrated. Didn't really like it that much. So there's still have to be contrarian because everyone liked that movie. Still have to have a little bit of it in there. Was Anderson so overrated and dull and empty, and you say Stray is empty? Like, I would say one of my favorite movies of all time is Grand Budapest, and even the ones that people generally don't like as much, like The Life Aquatic with Steve Zissou, I love them so much. Wes Anderson is all aesthetics. I think some of the time that's true. I thought The French Dispatch was all aesthetics. Like, I didn't really get it, maybe. But, like, The Royal Tenenbaums, Steve Zissou, Moonrise Kingdom. Oh, I love Moonrise Kingdom so much. I think they all have a lot of depth going on. It's just that admittedly, it is sometimes hard to see any of the depth through all the pastel colours. Moonrise is so good. Moonrise Kingdom, I loved that. Life Aquatic is a snooze fest. How can you not feel something when that Sigur Rós song starts playing in the submarine? Also, you get to see Angelica Houston just walking around being a person, which is always nice. Because she's a great actor, not for any sleazy reasons. It's just hipster racism movies. Now, what's the one that's really bad? Darjeeling Limited, I'm pretty sure. Darjeeling Limited is a racist movie. There is some genuine, and he's made some comments about race and stuff in interviews where I was like, oh. But you know, in general, I can't hate Wes Anderson. I love the movie so much. Who's Seagull Roast? Maybe if you were 18 in the 2010s when indie stuff was huge, it was insufferable. Yeah, like, there are movies that I like that I probably would not like if I saw them for the first time now, which is basically just nostalgia, right? Whereas Dreya's Pace, it's nowhere. I've been raided once, never again. Jesus Christ. No. No. There's a lot of like this is gonna, I think, maybe surprise some people with how sort of irritating I find oh, for fuck's sake. Oh. Ugh. It's probably not true. Anyway, what was I saying? I really liked, I don't know if I'd like it now, but I really liked Scott Pilgrim vs. the World. I really liked Scott Pilgrim vs. the World. I thought it was a fun movie. For a while, I might have said it was my favourite Edgar Wright movie, which is an insane opinion to have. Right? Because Shaun of the Dead and Hot Fuzz exist. But I really liked it. I thought it was fun. Yeah, that's definitely a trap. Watched it again recently and still enjoyed it. Oh god, shaking my head. Look, I know. But yeah, I quite liked it. I've watched that multiple times. All the incel movies. Look, in my head, when I think of incel movies, what do I think of? I think of Joker. Joker's an incel movie. What else is an incel movie in my head? When I think of the biggest incel movie in the fucking world is High Fidelity. If you like High Fidelity, get out of my chat. I watched that fairly recently, and its treatment of women was so genuinely reprehensible that I felt bad for about 3 days after watching the movie. I felt sleazy for about 3 days after watching High Fidelity. It was unbelievably bad. The remake? No, not the remake. I refused to watch the remake because I hated, genuinely, I don't know if I've ever hated a movie more than High Fidelity. Oh no, Sample. I genuinely don't think I've ever hated a movie more than that. Oh, fuck bullets. Oh no, they've heard my movie takes. No, no. Ah, fuck. Okay, scrap. We might have enough scrap now if we head back. I think we might have a couple of more. Apparently John Cusack was basically playing himself. I can buy it. Just because John Cusack, unfortunately, because he might be a nice person, but John Cusack has the smuggest demeanor of anyone I've ever seen. He's just so annoying to listen to. And I think he's been in some good movies. Like, I kind of like Grosse Pointe Blank, right? I kind of like Grosse Pointe Blank. I kind of like, struggling to think of another movie I like with John Cusack in it. Con Air. Con Air is a bad movie, but I love the fucking thing. He's in Con Air. Maybe Joaquin Phoenix is the incel in her. Don't let the incels ruin it for us. Scott Pilgrim was a formative film for me. I really enjoyed it. I liked the book and music references. Did think he was a prick to women, and it did birth Jack Black's singing career. Jack Black... Oh, I remember reading a Roger Ebert, who I also hate. But I remember reading a Roger Ebert review of High Fidelity, and I remember him saying that, like, oh, this group of friends are the people you'd most like to hang out with in the world. And I was like, you should be put on a list, because you're going to commit a sex crime. You're going to commit a sex crime. Like, the fucking things that... John Cusack in that movie rapes somebody at one point. Like, pressures them into having sex when they don't want to as a teenager. And then calls them back to sort of make sure he didn't ruin their life in some sort of weird ego trip moment. And then when he finds out that, like, she got raped by a football player later, he laughs and goes, oh, that's a relief. I didn't ruin her life, someone else did. And then laughs and leaves. It was a fucking despicable movie. And I don't think he gets any comeuppance in that movie. Like, it's not like, you know, like bringing back to Taxi Driver. Taxi Driver, he's a misogynist and a racist in that movie, but he's not portrayed as a good guy, and he gets comeuppance, right? Bad shit happens to him, and he's bad, and the movie, when good things happen to it, the movie plays it in a sort of creepy way, like, this is not a good thing that's happening. This should not be the way the world is, right? But in High Fidelity, he has, like, a happy, fucking good ending, and it made me feel sleazy for days. Anyway, what was I saying? I'm completely... Sorry, I really hated that movie. Are there incel movies? I don't even know. Maybe Scott Pilgrim, I don't know. I hate Scott Pilgrim for the misogyny and pedophilia. Scott Pilgrim does go out with a 17-year-old in that movie, doesn't he? But in a way, isn't that fine? I mean, look at Dane Cook. If it wasn't fine, it wouldn't keep happening over and over again, would it? Sorry, I just saw that news recently and went, oh, for fuck's sake. There are funny bits, so I kind of get it, I guess. But I couldn't rewatch it, I'd get mad. It reminds me of every horrible musician man I've met, RL. That's what High Fidelity reminded me of. Was every sort of 2000s bro. Or, you know what? It reminded me of the people who got really into Richard Dawkins when I was a teenager. Like, really into Richard Dawkins and started watching, like, The Amazing Atheist and, like, you know, people like that dressing in leather jackets and stuff. And it basically felt like watching a movie about those people. And I was like, I'm not into this. Drake Bell from Drake and Josh was in High Fidelity. It makes sense. Definitely not fine, I'm guessing. Yes, I'm being unbelievably sarcastic. For some reason, it's pop punk people, and let's be honest, men, pop punk guys, and comedians, like old out-of-touch comedians, really love young women, like not women, young girls, and I don't get why people are fine with it. Like, if you don't know, I'm referring to a news story recently where Dane Cook, a famous American comedian who's not very funny, but is married his girlfriend. He's about 50 something, and she's 22, 23, 22, I think. And the headline was "Long Time Girlfriend," and I was like, "How long, Dane? How long? How long? Because if it's 5 years or more, that's very strange, Dane, and maybe illegal. And then it said, relationship of 5 years. And I was like, oh, Jesus. He did a Seinfeld. And a lot of comedians do. Ooh, piano. A piano. An old-timey piano. Myself today to see if I still feel. Yeah, it is. It took me a while. Hurdle in rust. Goes away in the end. I can't go as deep as Johnny Cash, obviously. My voice is a high little pixie voice. I can't go high. Or I can't go low, I mean. It just ends up making my voice break. I can't do it. Scott dates a 17-year-old that he's groomed. Yeah. He cheats on her, blames her for everything, abusive. Yeah, it's very bad. I do think it is portrayed as that's a bad thing, but he doesn't really get punished for it, does he? Like, that's the kind of thing, right? Like, yeah, exactly. I think we're meant to think he's an asshole for all that. But that's kind of the thing, is that we're meant to think he's an asshole, but in a sort of, like, eye-rolling way in Scott Pilgrim, right? Like, that's kind of the gist. Like, we're meant to go, oh, Scott, that's a dumb thing to do. Like, we're not meant to go, oh, that's a fucked up thing. You should probably be punched in the nose. Like, we're meant to go like, oh, you rascal. I think. It's been a while since I saw it, to be fair. Ah! Oh, my little cursor goes in when I crouch. How long has that been a thing? Does that mean my aim is better when I crouch? Oh. Oh. Interesting. Yes, okay. 200 hours into this game. Just like to stress. 200 hours of playtime. Did not know that. What the fuck? What the fuck? Oh. I mean, it would be rude not to. Arcane just killed them? Oh, fuck. Why am I standing here, then? Superbad was a great film, thinking of Michael Cera movies. I've never seen Superbad. I've heard that Superbad holds up, but I know Emma hates the thing. I know Emma hates it, and I've never seen it, so I cannot have an opinion. I don't know enough about it. I grew up in the era of liking things like the Porky's films. Unfortunately, even dodgy shit like that felt like a vast improvement. Actually, talking about how I watch classic movies and stuff, the 70s and 80s have some of the most bizarrely sexist movies I've ever seen in my life. I never liked them. Okay. This is a classic movie that I'm about to say, and a lot of people in chat might have fond memories of it. Although, it might be too old for people to have properly fond memories, right? I watched Animal House at some point recently. A few years ago, I should say. And it's because one of my favourite movies of all time, and one that I do think holds up really well, is Blues Brothers. And so I thought for a second that maybe I liked John Belushi. So I tried watching another John Belushi film. So I watched Animal House. And it is... Ooh, there's a lot of sexual assault in that movie that's played for laughs. And also, it's just not funny or good, right? It's a terrible, terrible movie. But it reminded me a bit of MASH as well. I think MASH is also one of the worst movies I've ever seen. Like, I think it's undefendable, right? I like some Robert Altman movies. I think The Long Goodbye is one of my favourite movies of all time. But the first Robert Altman movie I ever watched was... what's it called? MASH. Because I remembered liking the show when my nana used to watch it when I was a baby. Right? When I was like 5. I remember my nana used to come and babysit. Ah! Fucking hell! Don't put down a shelf! The shotgun, it does nothing, by the way. Eat mushrooms until you're stuffed up. Until the blood stops. Watch out for Taff. Yeah, don't put down a shelf. Oh god. Jesus Christ. Let's put this here maybe so I can actually click on them while running. Fuck me, that was rough. I guess I need to just run in. If I want to kill this guy, which I kind of do, I'm just going to need to run in and just go fucking die. There we go. See, it kind of worked. I got some health. I got a pickaxe. I'm alright with that. I can throw away these wooden shutters. I should probably just put them on my fucking house. Oh, what was I even saying? Oh yeah, MASH. I liked the show as a kid. And I watched MASH. And the things the main characters do to that woman. I could never recommend MASH to anyone. No, even the most raging sexist in the world, I think, would watch MASH and go, oh, Jesus, leave her alone. Like, it's that bad. It's really fucking rough. Oh, God, it was an upsetting watch. I never actually finished the last 10 minutes of the movie. I was 99% of the way through the movie, and I hated it so much. I went, you know what? That's enough. Can't watch the last, 10 minutes of it. I'm so sick of it, and I never did. Maybe they all get tortured to death. It'd be less than they deserve. I never could get into MASH. I just thought it was boring as a kid for some reason. I'll be honest. I think the main reason I liked MASH as a kid is the theme song. Because the TV show was always on. It was always on Comedy Central or whatever, late at night. Alan Alda was amazing. He's played by... His character is Donald Sutherland in the movie. And that was why I watched it. I was like, I love Donald Sutherland. Donald Sutherland's great and everything. I love Donald Sutherland. Let's watch this. And Elliot Gould is in it. And I was like, I love Elliot Gould. And then I watched it and was like, oh, fucking hell. Why are you doing these things? Why is everyone laughing? Oh, God. Anyway. But yeah, I really like the soundtrack. Or not the soundtrack, the song that, Oh! Fuck me again. Again, you're doing this again. This is happening. Oh, give me something a bit longer range, please. Thank you. Oh! Now put down the shelf. That came from this window, right? Yeah, that makes sense. We can reach out and close that door. They'll think I've gone in there. What is that corridor of death? I've made mistakes. I will fix the corridor of death, okay? Actually, you know what I should do? Oh, I don't have any fucking ammo left for this thing, really. I'll take this then. Let's go be roof boys. I have a ceiling. Now, there is another death corridor. There we go. I have a rooftop up here. Oh, fucker. Oh, God, Jesus Christ. Spiff! I'm up the hill chopping trees and have a lovely view of this. Oh, this is a really bad place to have a roof, isn't it? Like an open roof. People can just shoot me here if they want to. Doesn't seem ideal. Where's my gun? Where's my other gun? I just have a fucking terrible shotgun. I think Spiff's gone. I don't see his horse anymore. We win! Oh, my house is badly built. It's not a good one, is it? It's not good. Right, just take your armor, put your armor on. Just get, you know, it'll be fine. It'll be all good. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Take all this and then get into the fucking base. I was gone for like 5 minutes and you already lost everything again. It's a lovely looking death trap. It looks beautiful, right? I will maintain this. Looks lovely. Oh, we're getting there. We're almost able to log out for a full day without dying, without the base crumbling to dust. These windows need to fucking go, I'm aware, but especially the ones downstairs. It's worse than the cave-dwelling base that was fucking awful as well. Why did I leave these open? Okay. Right, let's put away some loot, okay? We'll put away some stuff, at least. You can be tools, I've decided. You're the tool chest now. We'll put away... Oh, we have enough to build our second workbench again. Oh, thank God. Okay, we can build a tier 2 workbench again. We're back. This is a recovery. This is the episode of recovery. Episode, like this is a fucking show. I've been live for so long. Are these your pigs? Yes, they are the pigs. You know what? I might get a pig in a second, just as a little reward for, I don't know, not dying and losing everything again. Only losing some of our stuff. But not everything. 1 second. What else do I need? I need this, maybe wood and stone? What do we need for a thing? Hang on. Just metal fragments. Oh, okay, we have some metal fragments and more will have smelted. Just be little creep boy. Little creep boy. There we go. Little creep boy. And then so many metal fragments. Yes! Yes! Right. I was about to say, where's our workbench? Amazing. Open. Workbench level 2. Craft. Oh! And we got a carpet! Oh, I'm so happy. Let's put that here. Let's put the carpet down. Just for some nice little ambience. Right, we'll put the carpet down here. Oh, baby, we're here! Pebble is the nutter. Frodo is a nice one. My mum brought her dog up, or one of her dogs, like the little puppy, when she came up to the garden the other day with my family. And the dog was frightened of the guinea pig still. It tried to sniff Pebble. Pebble, like, did the dramatic head turn towards him, and he ran away. It's a coward dog. Hang on, I'm gonna get a pig. I'll get at least one pig. I'll get Frodo if she's there, the chill one. I'll be back in, like, I don't know, 10 seconds. I'm holding a pig. Ugh. Let me just put in an earphone in just in case I get bombed again, because Jesus Christ. Pig. There we go. You okay, pig? This is Frodo, the pig. Let me just try. Oh, you're grabbing my ribbon. There we go. Pig! Look at her foot. Foot! Oof, there we go. That's a pig. This is the chill one, who doesn't really mind being held or anything. Pebble will squeak and let you know that she doesn't like being held. So cute. Yeah, pig. It does have eyes. Yeah, you have to show them in the light. Like you can just see a little sparkle of eyes there. Because she has black fur and brown eyes. Thank you. Okay. Notice me, senpai. Pig. There we go. So, what are we doing? I don't really know. I guess try and build a gun. That would be the nice thing, right? Like, how much scrap do we have left? We have 288 scrap. We can at least build some bullets. Maybe, because I think we have enough materials, we could build some revolvers at least. I want to, ideally, make a semi-auto rifle. I think that would be enough to make me confident in our survival. Maybe a custom SMG or a Thompson. I don't think this is going to happen. Anyway. I'll put her down now. Say goodbye to Pig. Bye, Pig. Bye, Pig. See you later. I'll put her on my foot. Oh, God. What happened to all your other guns? We got raided, is what happened. Nice to see that Dark Black Shadow is gone. Where? What? What Dark Black Shadow? Play the Dark Cringe subscription thing as a reward for dying. You know what? I have that here, and I haven't played it yet this stream. It's your boy, Dreya, coming at you live on Twitch TV. If you like what you see, remember to smash that follow button. You can also subscribe if you like, or use your Twitch Prime subscription to take money out of Daddy Bezos' pockets. I'm on other things too, so always remember, type !links for any more details. Ha! Catch you later, gamers! And all of that is true. There we go. Oh, I'm unironically starting to love it. That is, I believe, called Stockholm Syndrome. You should not love it. It's bad. I mean, I love it. Oh, I was complaining about ages. There was a black shadow behind you. I thought your girlfriend had walked in. Oh, dear. Sigh.mp3, amazing. Yeah, it is literally called Sigh.mp3, isn't it? Yeah, it is. Look, I spent about 15 minutes making that, and afterwards I did sigh, so I guess that's why I named it that. Right, let's put some stuff away. No, don't put stuff away. We want to actually fucking make something. Anything that's good and wholesome and pure. Oh, where does this go? These, like, radiation pills. We never need these. Sure, this is fine. We put you here and you here. Okay, let's go make some stuff. I think we need some gunpowder as well, maybe. Now, let's make some stuff. Let me see what needs to be made. It is smarter to have your gear and loot and stuff segmented away like this in another room. But it does make it very annoying when crafting things, because you have to keep going back and forth and back and forth. It was so bad I had to put a post-it to cover half of it so I didn't have to look at it. It was freaking me out. Oh, no. Emma isn't the Black Shadow. She's the shining light against Dreya's soul. Look, she is the wholesome, nice one. Let's say it's still the same raid cost, though. At least they don't get everything, though, right? Is that the gist of it? Like, you compartmentalize your base, maybe? Look, we'll honeycomb eventually, okay? We'll honeycomb. What can I build? Basically fucking nothing. Okay, I can build semi-auto pistols. Semi-auto body, high-quality metal scrap. We can do that, alright? That is something I can build. Sort of. We have enough... Yeah, we have plenty of these, and plenty of these. Okay, we can build some of this shit. And then we're never honeycombed. Ah! Really wish it wasn't dark. Two stacked pistols, double the firepower. Who the fuck was that? And where have they gone? Dual wielding. Oh, if you could. Where'd they go? Gonna ask him if he'll admin spot a few auto door closers for Dreya. You could possibly argue I should calm down. I should probably put a door here because my tool chest is so near, right? Where's my pistol? Where's my pistol? Give me my pistol. Where's my pistol? Pistol, please. Do I need to break down the body? You've been patient there. I was, yes. Come on, just fucking break down the body. Put on flippers. Fucking do it! Just... There. Now where's the pistol? Is my pistol gone? Fuck me! Fuck me! It's down there somewhere. I mean... Go out naked with a shotgun? That's actually kind of my plan. Like, just fucking... Look. If he wants me panicked... I can be panicked. I can be more panicked than he's ready for. I can be so panicked that I make no sense. Right? I can be panicked enough to just run out there in a fucking craze and just blow him away. Fuck it. I'm wearing clothes, but whatever.
You need slapping down.
Just... Okay, your eyes are useless in this situation. Use your ears. Be like Neo when he's blindfolded. Oh! Oh!
Are you pulling my pistol?
Do you have a torch? I can't see anything. Ah! One bullet's enough. Now I would say there's a possibility that we've lost the element of surprise. It would really help if I could see, I'll be honest.
Notice me, senpai.
The fucking sound alerts, Jesus. Why are they so
You need
cheap on
slapping
this
down.
fucking channel? Where the fuck is he? Fuck, that one frightened me. Jesus. Screw the element of surprise. I mean, the problem is that Spiff is smart enough. Basically, they're smarter than me. Spiff is smart enough to just sort of lie in wait until I fuck up.
Pizzle?
Waste all your points. It means less beans for me. Oh, it's a cactus. Fuck, I thought he was there. Thought he was silhouetted. It is so fucking dark. Why did I think that would be a good idea? They might be gone. I don't know what to do. Like, I'm kind of hoping that I just sort of accidentally come across him, illuminate him right off, and just get a shot off. I don't think it's going to happen, though. Was that a torch over there? I don't think so. I think it was just somebody's light from up on their house. I really don't like the fact that everybody seems to know where I live now. I didn't really anticipate that being a problem, but it seems like people have found where I live and then told everyone else. Because this is or just stream sniped. Because now everybody seems to know where I live. I did a sweep and nothing happened. It must be... Why is this flashing? Okay, we need to get rid of these fucking windows. That's happening right now. Rage Grasser does make it public too. Yes, that's true. Oh, I didn't realize I was so hurt. Look how red my vision is. Right. You know what? Get me some stone and wood. Right, we have some wood here. We have some... stone somewhere. We have some stone, right? Somewhere? No, we need to go upstairs to get it. We are fixing this fucking thing. Right? We are fixing this fucking disastrous corridor. It was the worst idea I think I have ever had in a video game to leave that corridor open. Like, genuinely, it is terrible. It is killing me more than anything else in this video game. Let's go down here. We do it right now. Put on the torch, whatever. T/remove. No, not right now. We need the stuff first. We need the ability to make it, right? Which is not here! Ah! You know what? Fuck it. Just make it here. There we go. Now. Ah! That makes sense. Does make sense, though. F1 kill? No. I'm gonna... There's a chance we get back up from this, alright? It's what, a 20% chance? Something like that? If I had access, I would spend my time making... Oh, for fuck's sake. I'd spend my time making you auto turrets. Whoever streams time is stop it? No, I love it. Right. It's probably not a great idea to tear down the walls right now, then. Ah! There we go. All worked out fine. Right. Now, Get the hammer. Close that door. Can't close that door. Close this door then, a little bit. Right. Right. Sleep until morning. Oh, I wish you could. Oh, God, that would be amazing if you could do that. Let me... Oh, I don't fucking know. How quickly do we think I can build a wall? Right, if I go slash remove and then immediately build a wall. If we have it up first. Like this, right? Just, like, immediately build the wall. Okay. So... if I just go T slash remove, right? Okay. Okay. Okay, look at that! Whoa! Fucking shoot me now, prick! Yes! Now, we do it again. Right? We go T slash remove. Oh, fucking yes! Yeah! Oh, look at the safety! Look at the safety! I'm fine walking through this corridor. Oh, it's like a fresh ocean breeze is washing over my body right now. Oh, I can just walk. Doors fucking open. Look at this. I can just walk from room to room. Oh, that feels nice. Okay, close the doors again. Don't be an idiot. Rip corridor of death gone, but not forgotten. Oh, I'm happy with that. We don't need these. We don't need these. We kind of need... No, we don't need the torch either. Right. I do need to go, by the way. I've been streaming for longer than I thought I would. I had like a 3-hour time slot. And, I have gone over that by about 40 minutes. Thank you for watching, everybody. That was Rust for today. Fucking hell. I'm gonna need... Actually, you know what? I don't think I can log out right now. I need more stone. Don't I? Because otherwise the building's gonna fall apart overnight. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to log in overnight. I might need to keep going for another few minutes. Because, like... well, I mean... we're fucked otherwise, right? Like, I don't have enough stone. I can put the stone that I have in my inventory right now in there, obviously. Fuck it, give me like a couple more bullets, I guess. Who the hell wants to be timed out? I don't know. I put it in as a joke. If there's a mod in chat, could they...
Cave.
Oh, thank you for the follow, Liam Wolf. That's very kind of you. If anybody is in chat who can, could they mod out, or could they time out Jonas, please? Or I can do it. Hang on. Ban? No, I very nearly banned you there by mistake. Time out. There we go. Perfect. So this is going to last 17 hours. We need a bit more. Time me out, cowards. We'll have to redeem it. Mod me, I won't abuse it, I swear. Honestly, I would trust most of the people in chat to mod. Most of my community, I think, would be fine to mod. It's just that... I don't need any mods, basically. Like, my mods do nothing anyway. Like, not out of laziness, just because I don't really require them to do anything. Okay, let's just take one of these. Where'd my gun go? There we go. Take a gun. And fucking go for it, right? This is a nice community, to be fair. I'm really happy with it. Obviously, as communities get bigger and bigger, which this one kind of is, I'm 1 away from 700 followers. I'm 1 away from 700 followers. If anybody's lurking and hasn't followed yet, maybe get me up to the round number. It might be nice.
Welcome to the Goblin Cave.
Thank you, JVJ. Thank you for the follow. I knew there was some. There you go. Thank you. I just want my wood back. I can drop like 2,000 woods off the roof if you like. Okay, leave me. I'll leave you in your death trap of a house alone. Okay. Rude. My house is beautiful. 100% shoot them anyway. Shh. Well, I want to be safe still. Let me, where am I going? Yes, this way. So if I go in here and get, you know what? A stack of wood. I'll get a stack of wood and just toss it off the roof, right? Okay, I'm on the balcony. There is 5,000 wood by my front door. Where'd the shot come from before? Oh, fuck me! How do I gesture? How do I gesture to somebody? Like, how do I wave awkwardly? Hold B. Oh, I think they might all be running away. I wanted to go open my front door and just fucking kill them. Fuck. God damn it. SWAT tactics. Just zoom around. Ladder to nowhere is still up. Good to see. Okay. I think maybe Spiff is keeping his word here. A pistol is grotesque. I don't know what it's meant to be. Is it meant to be a real life pistol? Okay, next. Before I log off, I desperately need some stone. So that's what we're doing, right? We're getting some stone, maybe some more wood. Something. Something. Anything? Any materials at all would be nice. And then we can go in. I think it's meant to be craft made. I don't know. I don't really know how any of this works. I've never held a gun. Because, you know, I live in Ireland. Where would I fucking find a gun? Where'd I find a gun? I could go to an army base, I guess, and see if they have one lying around. I've seen a gun in Ireland once. And it was, when an armoured van was being escorted to a bank. And there was, like, a guy with a gun there. And I was like, oh, that's a gun. I know of an Irish group that could help you get a gun. Yeah, I don't know how they get them either. Probably buy them from America, right? Weirdly, the IRA has a lot of support in America. I don't know why they'd give a fuck, to be honest. But, you know, they do, apparently. Irish Americans are a weird group of people. Craft made oftentimes? Really? Do they make them themselves? It's interesting. Can you even say that in a Twitch chat? Maybe not, I don't know. I've never received any proper warnings against my Twitch channel. So it's probably fine. I've said enough things on this Twitch channel that if they were going to issue me some sort of warning, it would have happened by now. Meanwhile, YouTube, I regularly, when I get upload something on YouTube, I regularly get warnings saying that I have been automatically flagged for, like, promoting hate speech. And then I go, excuse me, I think this might have been a mistake. And then they get back to me once a person has seen it and gone, oh yeah, it was. So, you know, Twitch better at the algorithm, maybe? Magazines are very difficult to make reliably, so they're usually important. I've made a magazine. like a print magazine for a college once. The only magazine I've ever had go to print. I don't really make magazines often or design magazines often, but I can. Pretty pathetic group to me, but that's my opinion. No, you're right. I mean, the IRA, it is depressing that they exist still. That's all I'll say. Jesus Christ. How much stone do I have? 750. Almost none. Cool. Dreya, the alt-right YouTube troll. I mean, it works for a lot of people. If I wanted to be as successful as Jordan B. Peterson, I'm sure I could work that out, right? Seems to be the default way. If you have nothing interesting to say to anybody, you can just sort of pretend to be a fucking far-right idiot online, and people will flock to you. The problem is that after about a month of that, I probably would shoot myself in the face. So, probably wouldn't be for me. I'm not saying I have the most integrity in the world. That is not true. But, you know, not too much for that. Not going to be the next Alex Jones. You're outside my house, made me jump. Is this your house over there? Stone! Here we go, some stone. Amazing stuff. We just need a few thousand stone to keep us going for a few days, right? That'd be nice. So many doors. Sargon is just word salads in British with the occasional blatant lie and he gets by. I don't even know who that is. I don't keep up with far-right YouTube spaces. Like, I only know, like, the big ones. Like, PragerU or... what's the other one? Ben Shapiro, Charlie Kirk, Jordan B. Peterson, obviously, Alex Jones, you know, all those freaks. Anyway, he's just some shitty grifter. He's never made a point in his life. Ah! This game has gotten me very highly strung, I think it's fair to say. Jesus Christ. Ah! PragerU is hilarious. I've never seen one of their videos, really. I've only just seen the memes mocking them, if I'm totally honest. Oh, Jesus. Alex Jones at least gave us some entertainment, obviously. At least he gave us memes. Like, he gave us the, he gave us that, you know, they're turning all the frogs gay meme. He gave us some stuff. That, song by, is it Nick Lutzko? Nick Lutusko? I can't remember how to pronounce his name, but he's very funny, the musician. Where he did Alex Jones, but reimagined as an indie folk song. Like a Bon Iver song. That was hilarious, and I love it so much. So, you know, probably not worth it, though. Let's be honest. Technically Irish, but I don't call myself Irish. That's fair. Who would want to be? Let's be honest. Okay, let's head back. We have, you know, 6,500 stone. This should be enough to keep us going. Please, nobody shoot me. Please, I need to leave. This isn't my house. Where the fuck am I? Is that my house over there? Oh, this is very close then. It's always a raid target, I suppose, for later on. Maybe if I get some explosives. My explosives have been stolen. So, you know, maybe I won't have some explosives for a while. But when I get some explosives, there's some bases around which might be fun to pick over. I would say, all in all, this might have been the roughest session of Rust I've ever had. Like, this might have been, like, genuinely, some of the roughest times I've ever had in a video game. I have been devastated today. It's not really gone well. Let me go put some stuff up here. And then we'll log out and I'll go raid somebody and everything. Oh, I will be live tomorrow, but it won't be for Rust. I'll be live again on Rust the day after tomorrow. But tomorrow, I've decided I'm going back to my roots. I'm playing a horror game tomorrow. might be fun. It might not be. But I'm playing a horror game called The Mortuary Assistant, which I played the demo of, like the free introduction of a year ago, maybe on stream, and I really loved it. It's one of my favorite YouTube videos I've put out. It was great. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was a fantastic time. But the full version is out now, and I've bought it. Like 10% off right now. I think it's like 18 euro or something. I've bought it yesterday, and I've installed it. So I'm going to play that. So we'll fiddle around with some haunted bodies, that kind of thing. Good stuff. Anyway, oh, big stretch, big stretch. Big stretch. There we go, with my cloak still on. I need to either raise the price of the cloak or take off the cloak after a certain amount of time because it feels weird now. It's very warm in here. Anyway, let me log out. Oh, where should I log out? I guess maybe in here. Through the most doors possible, right? Like in here. To get in here, you have to get through at least like 3 or 4 doors. So we'll probably be safe. Let me go to full camera and let's see if I can raid somebody. That'll be nice for everybody, forever who I decide to raid. It is bizarre and sort of surreal, I guess is the word I'm looking for. To know that I can like send 20 people out to somebody else. It's really interesting and fun. I never thought I'd get there. I mean, I just hit 700 followers on this stream. Fuck, I'm all right at streaming, aren't I? Let me go /raid, and then probably Auntie Zara. Auntie Zara is a dear friend. Genuinely, Zara is one of the nicest people I think I've ever genuinely met. She's lovely, and she's streaming a horror game. She's streaming The Evil Within. And I would actually recommend Auntie Zara for streaming The Evil Within. Because she fucking hates the game, and I don't know why she's playing it. She seems to fucking despise it. I have never seen a human being angrier than Zara playing Evil Within. Anyway, I'm clicking the raid button. Yeah, like I said, I'll be live again tomorrow to play some Mortuary Assistant, and then I'll play Rust again on Wednesday, probably. I think I'm all, set up for that. Play more Rust, because I like Rust. Anyway, bye! Bye! Bye, everybody! Bye! I don't know what I'm doing. Goodbye.